Oh, I look like a ghost. I mean, more so than usual. I got this powder thing. Like obviously I'm in my jammies, right? Standard. I told you I would be. It was a toss-up between another leopard print top that I quite like, because I always associate that with Leo, or these. And I actually really don't like this t-shirt. The cut is like horrible, but it's fine. I like the Wonder Woman thing. And it's very fitting. It is very fitting for what we've done. I'm tired, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that powder has made me look like really pale. How are we doing? Oh, there's nobody here, so I'm actually literally talking to myself. But I mean, I'm always talking to myself. I'm always talking to myself when I'm on this. So I will do some cards. So hello if you found this on replay. I'm normally a little bit more energetic in Leo season, but this is day 5, the last night of a 5-day live challenge, which, by the way, I've got my wee list of things that I'm going to run through. I'm going to ask you how you're feeling about yourselves and all that, and anyone that wants to share could share as usual. And yeah, I'm gonna recap on the things that because I had some really big. Oh God, I've got. Oh my God, that right it's already started. Oh, I don't know if I want to turn the telly off, to be honest. I'm going to forget what that song's called. 21 reasons. So already writing, there's something significant about 21. 21 is the world card come full circle. But it's more the song. I hadn't heard it before. And it came on, where would it have come on? It must have come on, it must have came on the TV yesterday, but I didn't stay up and watch TV. Maybe it was today. It was it was last night though. Anyway, Ella Henderson's new sort of dance one, 21 Reasons. And actually, because I only heard it yesterday, I don't know the words. Do isn't going to be very helpful, is it? But 21 Reasons Why I Do. Please the way you hold me, that's what I'm waiting for. If I tried to get naughty moving around the floor, oh dear, I think she means dancing. You took away the lonely and let you come for me. That doesn't really make sense. Loving the company, but baby, don't you see? I still get frustrated, I can't lie. It was, yeah, just listen to yourself, because it'll take ages. You keep on doing things I don't like. Yeah, well, anyway, listen to it. But that came on, so they were drawing my attention to it, and then that's what I mean. I love using the TV as an oracle, because you get the song and I get the visuals. But it is distracting. Like I remember once I was doing a live session, and it was actually someone was going to, like, again, it's like it was someone was giving me a live session, and I had the TV on, but we were both really entertained by it. Because it really is, it's like it's constant, it's non-stop. You've seen it, you know what I mean? You've seen it if you're around here all the time, or you will see it if you're new. But I won't do it every time, because it's kind of annoying as well, but it is fascinating. A bit much if I've got the Spotify and the music channel on. What was I going to say? Yeah, but there's something about that song in particular is going to be meaningful to someone, and it is. Again, let me just actually look at because I can't actually remember, like, because it's a dance song. But, oh yeah, wait a minute, how weird is that? Oh look, because that's when I put it in the thing. There's another 21 Questions by 50 Cent, so it's not that one. I didn't even, where the fuck? Maybe it's because I didn't like it. I've not saved it in my thing. Oh no, here. Let me just read the words. And that hero thing, by the way, that's amazing. So when Charlotte's here, she can share, but Charlotte had put in the comments that I'm amazed that I just exaggerate everything in Leo season. Get used to it, guys, or if you don't like that, don't hang around. Basically, I think Hero came on Charlotte's Spotify, is that right? Or it came on somewhere, but not Hero Enrique Iglesias. Why am I able to say that so easily? That kind of confuses me. maybe something you couldn't do or say before, you're going to be able to just do it really easily, by the way. I think that's divine masculine energies, regardless of gender, because I don't think I could say his surname before, and it's just like Enrique Iglesias. I'm just like, just rolling off the tongue. But anyway, Charlotte was saying that hero Mariah Carey was significant to her. And so remember, hero was, I mean, so just in case, if anybody did me catch last night, you'll be like, what the fuck is this bird on about? But anyway, basically, oh yeah, I suppose I should say if any, right. So if anyone's new to me, I'm a medium and I'm a shaman. I'm a bridge between heaven and earth, or a channel, whatever you want to call it. I'm a YouTube channel, we all are. I am a twin flame channel, like a channel between heaven and earth. And I'm a channel for really anybody that listens to me. I'm just always a constant channel. But for those that have got the eyes and the ears and the spiritual senses to get that, but I'm also, you know, a twin flame channel in the sense that this is a YouTube channel. But yeah, the way that because I activate people's clairs, and like I say, I have got my clair zooms coming up. So again, they're on the schedule. Again, that's not really what I was planning to be talking about this week, but it's relevant, you know, because they keep, oh my God, for fuck's sake, are you kidding me? That advert just came on again. It comes up Claire. So I mean, somebody's trying to get through to a Claire. Somebody's higher self's trying to get through to Claire. Does anyone know a Claire? I'm Crystal. I'm joking. There is a Claire that came on here once, a twin flame. Claire, come back. Are you just watching on the down low? That's, by the way, Claire, come back. I'm channeling that as well. But basically, yeah, it's about finding a job. Indeed is like a job search thing here. So I feel there is somebody maybe thinking about making changes in their business or something, or changing careers. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so housekeeping, if anyone's watching this on the replay, and I'll say it again. Well, I think I'll say it again. I'll say it now in case I forget, actually. I'll get too caught up in the fun. So what I was promoting this week, but again, I didn't even really do it last night. I forgot, but that's what I mean. I was having fun. And it's just because I'm just very chill. It's like whoever's meant to work with me will probably already know. And it was really just to highlight for the people that do not struggle, but you know, financially it can be a wee bit rougher or tougher or whatever words you want to use. It's to make you aware that you can use the pain-free thing. I mean, I use that for things, and I wouldn't be able to do things if I couldn't do that for a lot of things. So yeah, I literally didn't even know that. And like I keep saying, I fucking really wish I really wish I had known to say that to people when I get it all the time. Because it can be quite difficult for me when I'm, you know, when people, yeah, it can be quite difficult because I can recognize when somebody really wants to work with me, and I can recognize when somebody needs to work with me. So yeah, anyway, so you know what I mean, but I can't go saving everyone and giving everybody free sessions when I've really got that's a lesson I've learned. Like Roxy has just flashed up on the TV again. It's an advert, but I feel there must be somebody, a Roxy out there, that's going to watch this at some point. But yeah, basically, just so that you know that. So that is for the package, the session of 4, the 555, and then also if you buy it tonight, you're getting a whole free session, which is a free hour session, but it'll probably be 90 minutes or something. But it's an hour session anyway, and you'll get it free, but only if you book tonight. And then you'll also get the other bonus is a 10-minute, roughly 10, 15 minute, probably 10 minute actually, audio, which the review for one of them that I done a couple of years ago now actually is in the comments of probably the last couple of task videos, I think, or somewhere. I think it's the task videos. And yeah, that 11-minute audio, that honestly, guys, I done it off the cuff, right? Done it off the cuff. And it wasn't meant to be hypnosis or anything like that. It was just me channeling something specific to what I knew the person needed. And again, I don't go into the details of all of the things that I do. Like I said, I can't for Stay the Night's just come on. Is that's there's a note that's interesting because there's another song from when I was younger. I've been missing you. Feels like we're back in July. Well, we are fucking in July. We're touching down on the island. What is this? There's an old song that's like, remember I channeled that before? Are you gonna stay the night? Doesn't mean we're bound for life. Are you gonna stay the night? Yeah, that's, yeah, okay. I get that. That is a bit, sorry, if you, I mean, this is going to, I mean, sorry, not sorry. It comes out how it comes out. When I'm tired, I'm like, I'm going to be a wee bit, not moany, but I'm low energy. It keeps coming up, I'm missing you, so stay the night. Maybe can we bring the music back to life? What is this song? I don't even fucking know what this is. Quite like that. I don't know what that is. Anyway, but that other one that I was singing, and whatever this is, that feels like well, that maybe feels like twin flames that don't know each. Well, it doesn't need to be twin flames that maybe don't know each other very well dating. I can think of a client now, mate. I will probably more than one, but I just saw one clairvoyantly specifically. It's about, I don't want to sleep with this person because then they're going to think I'm going to give them the world. So yeah, there's something that is, I was literally just hearing that. So whatever that means to someone. So it won't be that all these things I've channeled are all linked to the same people, but bits and bobs of it. What was I saying though when I got drawn to that? I think I'll wait to share the other stuff when I keep being drawn to I'm missing you. This is hilarious. I mean, I just think it's hilarious. I just laugh. I watched back. I mean, do you know that live stream last night? I'm going to stop looking at it. I might need to turn that off, guys. It is entertaining and it's helpful, you know, to get messy, but it's kind of a bit distracting. That live was 4 hours. Was it? What? Wait a minute. Let me just check. I think it was 4 hours, 44 minutes. And I thought it was 14 seconds, but then it said it was like something random, like 19 or something. So we're not going to be reaching making that. Yeah. It's 4 hours, 44 seconds, 444 basically. And 444, 4 is my favourite number. And I connect 4 with angels. And I am an angelic healer. Again, I don't really say that too much. I always say this. I don't say it too much. I just don't feel the need to. I'm very silent. I know I talk all the time because, like I say, you can't exactly have a YouTube channel and not talk, unless I am doing silent healing, which I do too. But a lot of the when I'm healing, like I said before, like I'm very telepathic and have been since a child, and it's kind of like yeah, it's just I can't remember why I started saying that by that. I'm so tired, and I've really looked after myself today as well. Oh yeah, sorry, the angels, right? Yeah, so say I'm like asking the angels or whatever to come and help. Like I just don't feel the need to say it out loud, unless, you know, when I'm channeling a meditation and I'm like call on Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael or something. So just know that is literally I'm always talking to the angels and whoever else, because you can see sometimes when I stop and I smile because I have to use my savviness. Like I get people talking to me in the spirit world, both for me. Or if I know people that are watching, which I do, clients, friends, whatever, sometimes I'm like, I'm not actually good, you know, I'm not going to say out loud, but they're talking to me. So then I'm talking back, but like silently. Just if I get a wee synchronicity for myself as well, I don't say all of them either, because again, you have to keep some shit to yourself, do you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, 444, if you don't know, is angels, and it's, you know, it's also like you know, like stability and perseverance, and it's like firm foundation, stuff like that. So yeah, 444, I like that. And there's 4 people that's like the video right now. So it was just kind of weird because like I didn't know how long. I thought it was longer. It felt like 6 hours. And also, I mean, holy fucking shite. Like, I mean, I was very honest. And again, that's what I'll talk about. Well, I'm always very honest, but I'll talk more about that when people come on, because I had some quite amazing insights into that. Yeah, I had some amazing insights into that. So I'll share that when more people arrive. If they arrive, everyone might be fucking knackered. But yeah. Fuck, I'm really, really tired now. I'm talking. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 4 hours and 44 minutes tonight, guys, but famous last words. But yeah, so did I finish what I was saying? Yeah, that audio, it literally, you know, what I can tell you, it literally did help someone who, you know, found it a bit tedious listening to it over and over, but she didn't even listen to it that many times, actually. I'll need to ask her, she didn't even listen to it that many times, but she did listen to it a few times. And yeah, it completely changed her life. So, and she does attribute it. I mean, I done other stuff, but she does attribute it down to that audio, because it was before we done the deeper work. And again, if you haven't watched the interview, me and Jennifer, sorry, it's 90 minutes, because it was maybe 30 minutes, but I knew it was never going to be that. But like I said in the interview, or, you know, the chat, I can't have a 30-minute conversation with you guys. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, literally everybody that is drawn to me, you know, you gel with me, and it's like my frequency heals you, and I would say your frequency heals me. And it's we are family, we're soul family, and it's very hard to pull yourself off of a Zoom when you connect with someone like that, and it's, oh, that's nice. Oh God, that's going to make me cry, and that's not very good when I'm tired. That I just had a really, wow, I just had a really, like, a name flash up on the TV, and it's someone in the spirit world. Don't do that to me, I'm going to cry. God, remember your wings. Remember your roots. What the fuck? I mean, that's been there in all my houses and I can't even remember. Remember your roots. Oh my God, I'm just going. I'm joking, I'm not, but it's like, I'm like, that's why I was like, well, put a nice top on. I go, fuck that. Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, these things are tiring. Right. Oh my God. Okay. Remember your roots and trust your wings. Right. It's really pretty fucking simple. I couldn't even remember that anyway. Right. So, remember your roots and trust your wings. Yes. Somebody needed to hear that. What will I do before people arrive? Probably expecting me to be late again. I want to pull an ISIS card. I mean, I'll just do it now. Yeah, I'll pull the ISIS card, because these are long-winded as fuck. So, you know, you can catch it on the replay. The people that join in a wee bit later can catch it on the replay. Or maybe, oh, there's the book. My God, did I actually say everything? I mean, the long and short of it is, yeah, if you want the package that was promoting this week, I mean, you can always get it, but you'll just not get the bonuses. So it is worthwhile to get the bonus if you were going to get it at some point, because I know that, like, you know, some of my regular clients might want to do that. And again, if somebody's watching it now on the replay and you know that you are somebody, you know, that is a regular client, I will, and when I say regular, I mean if you have invested in me in the last 3 months or something, yeah, I will give the, yeah, that's too generous. I need to cap. I need to cap it somewhere. I'll still give you the free audio. So, but I mean, remember that still is a lot, because I have to gather the personalized info to give you it. Yeah. So it's only if people book tonight, I'll give you the free session. and the free audio. But if you see this later on, then you can get the free audio for something. So basically how I done that with that client there was I just, well, I knew what she needed help with. But for anyone else, it'd be like, right, tell me something that you're wanting, to happen. And I will just do a wee meditation, clearing, activation, hypnosis. It's just like my own sort of thing. Because I'm not really too keen on calling it hypnosis, because although I would say that's the closest to what it is, because I didn't even do it, like I didn't even count down or anything. I often don't. People don't seem to need it with me. I just bore them into a trance by talking, in a good way for the people that get it. So yeah. Right, what do we need to know? There's a card in here called Healing the Divine Masculine. Although, to be honest with you, I might not have put it back because I used it for a thumbnail once. That'd be quite funny. If that comes out, I'll be like, oh my God. Maybe I should check that it's in here. Ancient Power Mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. That's what you've been watching me do. Isis energy playing. Yeah, so I watched last night half of it back, and then I was just pissing myself laughing, to be honest. Like, not in a nasty way. I just thought, Christ, who is that? And then that's what I'll say when people come again. Sorry, it might be a bit repetitive and boring. I was being very different. I feel like I was being very different and kind of 100 times zero fucks. And like, it's because we jumped the timeline to our higher self. Do you mean to our highest self? So I should be different, but it's like I became really, really different. Truths unveiled. The revelation of Isis. I think that was happening. Mary Magdalene and Isis at the same time. It was very Mary Magdalene archetype channeling when me and Jennifer were talking about all the stuff that happened, but the thing, the thing that looks like Jesus' thing around his head, and then the roses. That was weird. Pretty cool though. And then see, I don't think I did. Did I put that card back in? Oh no, there it is. Healing the Divine Masculine. Right. I just wanted to check it was in there in case it comes out. Because that's what I do. If you see mine and Jennifer's interview, I spoke about how that, I do heal divine feminines. I probably do have, healed divine feminines that, kind of watch this on the down low. But typically everybody that invests in me is in divine masculine energy. Regardless of gender. So that's why it would make sense if that came out. And of course, if you don't want to book the package or you can't book the package right now, again, you can book a normal session, and that's what I mean. And you can even pay up them. So you can pay that in free bits, like they're 144, but you can pay them in free bits as well. I don't know, I'm just trying to think I don't know if it lets you pay in free for some of the lesser ones, but I'll test that out. I just don't think because I don't know if I wanted to do something. I think I would just take it at face value and be like, oh, I can't afford that right now. So it's like, I don't think I would bother to go all the way through to the PayPal checkout. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, when me and Sophia worked out together, I was like, oh, fuck me. I was like, all the fucking people that go about have no money. And then it's like, but also it made me quite interested if people still sort of said that. It's like, because yeah, sometimes I'm in that place, but sometimes I'm not. And I would, if I really wanted to do something, I would be able, to do it, and that would make it more helpful. And I've also, like I said before, I've also made big investment when I'd cleared certain debts, priority ones. I was able to make bigger investments. I've not done it too much, but I have done it. But I mean, I've definitely got debts that, like I go on about with karma and money. I've definitely got things that I need to be clearing, especially over massive electric bills, guys. They're fucking quadrupling or whatever it is. It makes no difference to me. I'm fucking debt with everything, you know what I mean? I'm always paying it up. So I'm just like, that's the stuff I'm shite at. I get other people to help me with that. I'm like, I'm not shite at it. I'm better. But I'm, it's not my strength. I'm actually really proud of myself how much better I am and stuff like that. So again, I'm like, why are you making me tell all my fucking personal business again? But it's because of the conversation that me and Jennifer had, ironically, I'm able to help people manifest thousands, tens of thousands. And this is not new. Like years and years ago, when I first started doing free, it wasn't even Zoom, it was calls on Facebook. Because like I say, I'm very futuristic, right? So no, I don't just mean because I'm a clairvoyant and a seer and all that. I mean, with my placements in my chart, I can spot future trends. Just like I can also spot the future of the darkness. They're definitely telling me something. I can spot the darkness of certain platforms I won't mention, new ones that spring up. And sometimes even I'll be like, oh yeah, I should be on that and I'd be good on that. And people are like, oh, you'd be brilliant on that. And then it's like, I'll just get this feeling and I'll be like, I've said this before about things like, yeah, TikTok and Clubhouse and that. And I'm like, I've dabbled and I'm like, there's just something not sitting right with me at all. It's not. And again, it could just be it just doesn't suit my frequency, but it was making me feel, those places were making me feel ill. And I really do believe there's not good subliminal. I think there's not good subliminal stuff a little bit darker than people realize. So again, I'm just saying what I'm feeling. And I'm not often wrong when I feel stuff like that. But I could think about how addictive these things are, basically. That's why I was like, I can't even go near this. And same with things like Snapchat and that too. Like I saw, it was fun in that, but I also saw, I was like, wow, that's going to break up loads of relationships. As Break My Soul comes on the TV. I'm sure it does break up loads of relationships daily. But again, fun, not fun to break up relationships, but it's fun with the filters and all that. But guys, I'm going to trigger people if people do that, but how do you get them filter things? Do you know what I mean? It's like, that is a spell. That is a spell, isn't it? Think about how many people use a Snapchat filter for like Tinder and that. And then they go to meet up and they're like, what the fuck? You had dog ears on the bad joking. But I used to say that to people all the time. My friends, I'd be like, why the hell are you using that? You're like stunning anyway. And it's like, it actually changes people's eyes and shit. And like, whenever my friends used to like take a picture of me and them, and I'm like, what the fuck's with your picture, by the way? Why do I look like that? I'm just so blunt, but it's true. It's just another fake thing that, it's people not being themselves. It's like, you know what I mean? You may as well just be yourself, because it's like, yeah. Anyway, just having a wee moan. Like I say, I'm tired, so I'm going to moan. There's a song saying, I'm telling everybody, release your anger, your mind, your job, release the time, the train. What's this? Release the stress, release the love, forget the rest. Well, there you go. I'm going to let down my hair because I lost my mind. What song's this? Bay is back. And oh, fuck's sake, this is going too fast. I don't know what that is. But, right, let's pick a card. Oh, come on, Soul Fam. I need some chatty chattersons. Who's the people that's like the video if there's nobody here? Pardon me. I would say I'm burping and transmuting the energy, but I did just finish my tea, so it's a little bit the fact that I just drank fizzy water as well. Don't say I'm not real. Right. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. And I'm telling everybody that twin flames to their karmic energies. I don't know what that song is. Right, what do we need? What do we need? Right, soul family that are meant to come in and talk. Come in. Oh, of course, it's Saturday night. It's fucking Saturday night. Aye, never mind. Hello on replay. I'll justify my love. We go round in circles, searching for love. We go up and down, lost and found. What in the hell is this? I don't even know if you're allowed to put music on. I don't know. I don't like it. It doesn't sound good. Like yeah. Right. Give us a card. What do people need to hear on the replay? Or they'll come in right at the right bit when I'm saying it. And then I'll read the notes on my phone, and I've got a wee voice note. I could do that, yeah, it's my own boy. I've got a wee voice note that I'm going to play as well, because that was the revelation that I had this morning. I feel it's this one. Portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. Well, that's clearly going to be the jump in a timeline, because that's what I help people do. Not just this week, all the time. Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self. Well, that's not a coincidence either, because nothing ever is. When I was talking about being an angelic healer, and again, I don't say that really too often, so interesting. I mean, I say it now and again, but it's just not, like I say, there's that many things that I do. It just say something different every time. Surrender unhealthy relationships. So that clearly is going to be, what does that say? And then we've got interesting. Then we've got surrender to receiving support and love. So I didn't even really shuffle them. So that, oh, you see the flames of burning passion. Well, that's the twin flame. It's afraid to feel. Oh my God. Is that the band, or is that what the song's called? Afraid to feel. What's this? That sounds shit as well. Anyway, that's like, I'm so sensitive. Like, see if I don't like a song, like I used to hate that when I was out as well. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. I was totally in the vibe, and like now it's like I need to go and sit down or get another drink or something, or go to the toilet, or like I can't dance to shit I don't like. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. And it's got a guy making a heart out of a flame. I need to explain that one. But if you are a divine masculine and that's a female, or yeah, or whatever, you know, change that to a woman, but or a divine feminine that still doesn't let go of energies that is a, you know, a man or woman or whatever he identifies. So that's to go with some of those songs. And then what is that song actually? There was a song when I came off here, and it's really interesting because it was on a Saturday, and it was about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. And it was like the whole day, I was like, all the songs that were on were basically about breaking up with someone or finding out someone's cheating, or just basically all these songs. And it felt like a karmic, you know, someone connected to the channel, like someone's karmic's higher self was basically saying, like, you can have them, you know what I mean? You can have her, you can have him, you can have what, you know, whatever. And it was really strong, like the whole day. And I did even actually channel videos about it, but then I think in the end I felt I can't remember what reason, I felt they were a bit strong. Like, I can't remember why. God, I can't be arsed watching them back. Like, I'll watch them back at some point. Because sometimes not everything that I channel is meant to be released in the moment. That's why the one I published the other day, which was significant to someone, because it was about a union happening on the 23rd, and it's the 23rd now. But it might not be the 23rd of July, but I got the feeling it was. But I filmed that 5 months ago. So again, for those of you that don't understand this as much, like, basically that is because I tap into the Akashic records, and you know, everyone, you know, does it in their own way. And it is, like I say, it is kind of annoying, but it's kind of cool too, that I do seem to channel messages like way in advance. Like, you know, sometimes it's like a month. So I could give someone a reading and they might even be like, I don't fucking know what that means. But I mean, there is always things that are like, whoa, I do know what that means. And then there's other things that have, like, they don't know. But now I know to say, like, just hold the fort, because, you know, and there's one in particular, it was really quite dark, to be honest. It was all the stuff I'd picked up about just being discerning around people and all that. And it was literally a month to the day of when I'd done this woman's reading that everything I channeled made perfect sense. So that was a recorded reading. And like I say, I only do my recorded video readings for clients that I know, like, and trust, basically. Obviously I like all my clients, but you know what I mean? I don't just, if you're totally random, like, I would require you to have had at least a Zoom with me so that I know who you are. That is a strong rule that I've got. But yeah, and then this one feels like about twin flames together. So that's karmic energies, and then I'm going to channel it. Wait a minute, I'll get that song because oh, I don't know if I even did I put that on my Spotify. It's more to remember it than no, I didn't. It's oh shit, that's really annoying. I don't know what that song's called. It's two girls dancing. I'm not her. Is it something like? No, I'm gonna have to. Is that what it's called? How weird. By the way, that's not even, what the hell's this? I just heard I'm Not Her, and this isn't the song that I meant. Been 2 years, our memories are blurred. I don't know what this is. This is fascinating if this makes sense, because like that was my Clairaudience. I just heard them say I'm not her. Been 2 years, our memories are blurred. I hadn't heard your voice, no, not a word. But still they talk about the things we were. They talk about us, but I don't know the things that you have heard. She's dancing on your feet with our song on repeat. She's painted every roll of us. She's taken off her clothes. In the bed, you kept me warm. Cold. It's like you feel like you're living in on somebody's fucking conversation. Heard she's everything I never was. I'm not her, no, never will. Never going to move like her. Move like I'm not her, no. So I don't know if this is a karmic about a twin flame or a twin flame. I'd say it's a karmic about something, but me myself just stumble on the glue. The thing I thought was missing wasn't you, and now I'm no longer scared to meet the night. I'm doing all right. Me myself, we started something new. She's dancing on your feet. Yeah, I think that. See what I mean? This is so fucking weird. That's a karmic that is accepted. That's a karmic that's accepted the situation, actually, whether it's a man or a woman. But that's absolutely fascinating. Right, now I need to think. The other song I really like, I'm not really like, but I'd heard it that day, and then it just came on the TV again. Maybe it'll come on again. And anyway, I can't remember what it's called, right? So it's something like she's not her, or she's not me, or something, whatever. Let's just keep. I need to do that. That's going to annoy me. No, she's everything. Wait a minute. It's quite catchy. She's everything. And it's basically, it's two girls competing. And then by the end of the video, they're laughing together. You know what I mean? Which I don't think that's relevant in karmic situations, to be honest. Well, maybe not right away. Maybe it is for some people, but that would be a bit. Yeah, I suppose it can happen, but she's everything that I is that what it is? Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's quite catchy, but it's can I stop channeling karmics, please? Because I'm tired and I don't really want to do that. Oh, it's because the moon's in Gemini and my North Node in Gemini, Scorpio. It's detective mode. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. The girl with the smallest and the perfect smile. Someone was out every week. It's like jealousy vibes, do you know what I mean? Tell me how to sort this out. Say it's not that hard. But I just got a feeling this will even always know. Yeah, I know what I'm. She's nothing, don't worry about it. Am I allowed to do that, Charlotte? It's jealousy vibes. But because I'm being drawn to the fact they're laughing at the end of it, I think I hid too early am from you. This is quite interesting. I wonder if you're happy without me. I'll turn that off. But yeah, anyway. Oh, lovely. I want to tell you how I feel. I crossed the line with you. Yeah, so again, that's going to make sense. That's going to make sense to quite a few people, I think. But like that, what I was getting with all them combination of songs, it was like when I was getting channeled that like 6 weeks ago or something, that it was like it was a karmic soul. And I mean, it doesn't need to be a woman, but I did feel it was a woman. It was like a woman, and it was like angry. It was angry songs, because that was it. The other song that came on was "Get Out, Leave, it's the end of you and me. It's too late." You know, JoJo. Remember that song, Charlotte? Charlotte, I love it because I got drawn to 84 a minute ago too, and it's like you'll know, but you know what I mean. It's like angry breakup songs. Do you know what I mean? So it was just, and it was so crazy because it was like literally no love songs came on that day. It was angry breakup songs, and I thought, why in the fuck am I hearing all this? I was like, is this for me? Is this for like someone else? And it's like, and then that was it. It was just that day. So I'm assuming like that day, somebody's higher self of a karmic connected to here was telling me, you can tell your twin flame client they can fucking have him. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my god. And it was so strong, like all day. Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna have to watch this. I mean, it's not funny if it's like painful breakup and shit like that, but it was like, and I was just like, wow. And it's like it's coming in again. And like I'm saying, because the moon is in Gemini, it is and it'll be because my north, literally I've got quite a few placements in Gemini. All my warrior goddess placements are Gemini, actually. My destiny is there as well. Everything that makes me heal the twin flames, actually, because my north node is in Gemini in the 8th house, and then that's why I was saying maybe I'm just being brave because I'm about to be fucking knocked off, or you know, maybe fucking bumped off or fucking ran over or something. Words of power, Claire. Don't say that again. Whatever, you know what I mean? Not whatever. I'd like that to not happen, thanks. Do you know what I mean? I think I came here for more. But and it's also my Chiron is in Gemini, is what I heal the twins with my voice and my hands. But I mean, I can't touch you. I can touch you energetically. But if you were with me in person, which Charlotte, I'll come and see you again one day soon, maybe. No, I am actually, guys. I think I am going for a wee holiday. Going to see my fam, meet my cousin's baby. Right, so the karmic stuff, and then this is the twin flame stuff. Surrender to receiving support and love. Polar bears may be significant, or it's just the fact there's 2 animals on it, but allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. I know what this is. Look, if you get it, it's like surrender and healthy relationships. So I think this is about be better off without you. Interesting. But it's kind of like better off without you. But I more feel that's like karmic energies being like twin flames being like, I don't want to. Yeah, I feel it. Oh yeah, I feel it is about not getting the twin flame involved. That's what it is. And this is quite sad. I do keep feeling this, and I do keep having synchronicities happening where it's like either somebody has went through a breakup recently, and then again, it is a difficult one, isn't it? Because it's like the counselor side of me would be like, yeah, you don't, rebounds aren't good, and you should heal yourself before you go towards someone else. But with twin flames, it is a little bit different, and it's to do with the times that we live in. It's like karmic relationships aren't just any kind of relationships. Like whether people, and this might be quite triggering and difficult here, but whether people realize it or not, there usually is, I'd say every single time, a trauma bond involved. I thought my world was crumbling. Oh no, that's the Better Off Without You song. When I woke up in my bed and I was left here wondering how you could walk away and never turn back. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like I'm channeling somebody, Charlotte, maybe this is your guy, but it's like, I said that very Scottish, I was like, maybe this is your guy. But it's like, you know, surrender unhealthy relationships. Look, that's like, she's my flame. It's like, I'm on my flame. But it's like, yeah, whether it's about, you know, whether man or woman, it's somebody needing support and healing, but, you know, still heartbroken or in pain over the breakup with someone else. Or, and it might not even be necessarily like missing the person that they've left. It's just, but it could be as well. It's kind of like just in pain. And then of course they're saying to me as well, because that was the case with me, like apart from the story that I said last night, it was you know, your karmic energies can be like friends or something else, that you could just be really upset about that and your head's all over the place. Yeah, okay, anyway. But also that is about, even if there isn't any karmic drama involved, it's surrender to allowing somebody else to support you, allowing somebody else to hold space for you. That's why I you know, I said that to Jennifer, and I said, well, I've more put in the comments that everyone should be really proud of themselves when you ask for help, because it can take a lot to do it. Like I remember it when I was like that on my journey, where because I can heal myself, I just would be like, oh well, you know what I mean, I can just do it myself. Whereas now I really enjoy, and that's been for a few years now, I really enjoy getting help when I need it. It was like even today I done that again. Like I was watching somebody's live stream and I donated. But it was quite funny because she was like, no, I said don't donate, because I think it was like, and I think it was something to do with music. I think maybe the bigger channels get, I think maybe they might get thingied if they play music or something. I don't know. Anyway, but I mean, you know, I had good intentions, so hopefully she gets the money that I sent her. Yeah, and can I just say as well, again, it's quite annoying sometimes that I don't mention, but so right, I'm going to say why I don't, right? So all I'm going to say is, you know, I always say this about the reason why I don't, well, I think it's obvious the reason why I won't sort of say channels where I've noticed things where I don't think are so good, because it's not classy, right? It's just, you can do that anonymously, but, or generally kind of thing. But it's annoying when I do like ones too, but the reason why I don't say names is because it's like, if there are sort of karmic people watching this, and I think, well, that's a place for twin flames to gather. And it's and especially if masculines are finding sort of channels like mine or other people's channels. I mean, because let's face it, you know, if somebody is hawking on me or anyone else, they could just go and fucking look for shit themselves. And but what I'm just saying is, it's quite interesting, because when I was getting ready there, I got led to a couple, and it's really quite beautiful how you know, because I go on, I'm on enough about the people that are not real. Like, you know, it's, you know, and if you feel like, oh, I don't really know any of it, like ask to be guided to people that resonate with you. And it's just really amazing. You know, remember I said that I was like, oh, I can see that I'm, you know, I had a dream where I got guided somewhere, and it's not new, like it's channels that I've followed for ages, but it's like, I won't watch stuff all the time, but it was because I was quite tired. And one I just watched there, it was just really sort of hit me in the heart. And then yeah, and so I'm just appreciating my true other divine feminine sisters that speak about their masculines with an abundance of compassion and understanding and patience. And yeah, don't mention, if you're getting fed up, you can always settle for a soulmate. People don't say it like that, but do you know what I mean? It's like, and it's just a shame, like I say, there just is not enough. It's just not enough of us. So, and yeah, that's all the feels. So I burst out crying today because I put on my Spotify, and this song Rescue came on by Lauren. I'm allowed to play. I would love it if I was allowed to play music back, right? Again, it would be quite I mean, I don't, what do they do? Do you know if they do anything for that? What's her name again? But it's a song that I love, and I always used to think it reminded me of just when I do my, it was my Facebook it reminded me of, but now it'd probably be here. But on my Facebook, it was like when people were kind of, you know, reaching out, commenting, and people would be like, oh, you know, Claire, you've got me through the darkest times and all that. And this song just reminds me of that. But it was like Lauren Daigle or whatever. Anyway, I'm not playing it because I'll start crying. But I love her stuff, right? And it's like because she's basically talking about God in all her songs, but it can sound like it's romantic too. Do you know what I mean? Depending on which way you're sort of listening to it. And because you know that song You Say, Lauren Daigle, I don't know how you say it, but you must know that. Like, see, when people don't know that, I'm like, oh my God, do you not know that song like that? I don't think I ever hear that about crying. But this one, it just came on my Spotify, and it must be because I'm tired, and it was a bit, they were specifically saying it's like, this is what you've done for all your clients, and like, so I'm gonna start crying, and you know, divine masculine energy, and it's what divine masculines need right now, you know, men and women, and whatever you identify as. And it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of, so it's interesting. It's just and I think because I just watched the interview with me and Jennifer, and that was the first time I'd seen it, it was all just a bit much, wasn't it? It was all a bit emotional. But yeah, you should listen to that song, because it's just like, I hear your SOS, I hear your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. I will rescue you. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely. But it's not so lovely because there's a lot of people feeling like that out there. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh shit. Oh God, yeah, and that's about angels too. And I was talking about angels. Watch this, angels is going to come on the TV. Anyway, I did pull a card and I've been blethering away. Right, so let's see the comments here. Fucking hell, guys, did I just do the challenge for, no, I'm only joking. So I definitely done the challenge for Charlotte and Michelle, because they're the only ones talking again. But, which is actually, we'll do, it was funny. Sophia was like, Charlotte's cards took fucking ages. She didn't swear. But I was like, oh yeah, shit, sorry. So I'll do Sophia's cards tonight, although I don't know if she's coming on live. So somebody remind me, please. And I'll do Michelle's. So I'll probably just do them before I read this card, actually. So I'll put this, let's put this in here, and then I'll read your comments, because yeah, I'm really oh, for fuck's sake, I got right now. This is what I'm tired. That's fine. Right, so I'm just going to actually do the notes on my phone, and then I'll do Michelle's cards, and then I'll do Sophia's. Right, so I'm going to play the voice note, right, because this is the revelation I had. It's not a massive one, but sometimes I can be a bit slow in the uptake. And I was like, when I was asking, like, you know, why was that like so fucking extra? Like, was it Leo season? Or, oh, look, there's that Twin Flame song. Because we play and we pretend. No, wait a minute. I'm joking. I need to get the tune. We fight against us. No, I don't know I can't remember the tune. It's Run anyway. It's Becky Hill. So we run and we run and we run further away. Look at what we've become. Yeah, we run. That's true, isn't it? It's fucking true. If you don't get the running bit, you're not Twin Flame. People do fucking run. You run, they run, you fucking run. Sometimes you're running to each other, sometimes you're running in the opposite direction, sometimes it's the emoji, someone's running after someone else, and then it turns around and it's the other way around. One of these times you'll be running towards each other for a run and jump. Oh, too funny. Right, so I think I can play the voice note. Tell me if you can't hear it. Right, so 23rd of July 2022. And it's 1:54. I don't know, I have to be exact, but I feel like I do. So if you're listening to this, I'm replaying it on YouTube. So hi me and everyone. So I've just had this revelation right in the moment that I'm wondering why I was so 100 times how raw I am all the time anyway.
And then I was like, the whole challenge is about jumping a timeline to your highest self / higher self. And when I channeled the activation, remember that's the bit that I said was that I'd noticed was different, and anybody that works with me closely will know that was slightly different to what there's bits. No channeling I do is ever the same, like when I'm doing the clearing, but there's bits that are always the same usually.
You hear it?
And that was different, and they wouldn't let me change it. And there's me the day after I do the activation, like just giving absolute zero fucks, like just really going for it. This is the absolute truth. Still, hopefully, people feel I'm still holding unconditional love, compassion, but it was pretty wild. And this is basically what they're saying to me. This is what the higher self does. It's big energy. And if you've got a big soul that needs to shine big, bright light, that's what Leo season's about. That's why they made me do it on the first day of Leo season, because it was going to be dramatic with Mercury and Leo as well. This is basically what it's all about. So I've just had, like I said, that just came to me, and rather than writing out 144, rather than writing a note, I just got drawn on the timer. Rather than writing a note in my phone, this I wouldn't remember myself, but I think it's better if I just replay this to use, so that you're actually seeing that take place. So you will, hopefully you can notice it within yourself that you're acting slightly different. But for me, it's like all that energy that I've been stuffing down. Like I've always said for years, you ain't seen nothing yet. Like I know a lot more than I let on. Definitely, when it's a bit more sort of galactic, far out channeling, because usually all that stuff really only seems to surface in Aquarius or Uranus energy. But I feel that's going to be more of a permanent. So let's see who we pull in from the soul fam with that. Speak your truth. Oh yes, and for today's shorts that I just watched and I just published, I pulled the card sleep, which I need to do until I come and see you tonight, and speak your truth. So just laugh. I mean, I'm laughing. I'm watching back what I done last night. I'm actually laughing, and hopefully, if I'm right about who my twin flame is, which I know I'm spot on, and as long as he wakes up, when he wakes up and he watches it, I'm pretty sure he'll be cursing me as well as laughing. So and like I always say, because I've got an ego and I'm willing to take the knock, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But in the end times, guys, just fucking go for it. Fucking let's go.
I promise I didn't rehearse that. I just recorded it when I woke up. And again, it's because the voice of God speaks through me with my personality. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I just put my hand down randomly and pulled Crystal Skull Wisdom, Clarity, Divine Healing, High Vibrational Energy. But really, high vibrational energy, it just nails it, because it's like, and it was only like, so you might be like, what's the point? What I'm meaning is, I was even wondering, God, like, I mean, I'm all right with it because I trust, but I'm being like even more braver and pretty out there, like, and it's really only happens on a Aquarius moon, but I suppose it does happen in Leo season. Like, God, if you want a show and you want to come with the popcorn, make sure you're here on the 28th, which is that a Thursday? If the new moon in Leo is a Thursday and it's already Therapy Thursday, fucking hell, man, because that's double Leo. Probably going to be pretty funny, entertaining at least. But yeah, no, it was just quite interesting because it's what the whole week is about. Is that I've jumped to a higher timeline, but that's why I said to, was it you? I said it to Charlotte. I said it to someone this morning. Was that basically one too many arguments? I have to let go. Forgive you, I know. You say you want to try it, but I'm telling you, there's lots of karmic people breaking up right now. I mean, there's ones that have already broke up and they're healing their heart, but there's ones breaking up right now because this is all breakup shit. This is the tower moments that I have channeled it and other people have channeled it. And it's definitely happening. But again, that, you see, it ultimately is a good thing. I was about to say it's a good thing for you, Charlotte, but it's a good thing for anyone because it's like, it's obviously not right. But yeah, be careful what you wish for, is what I'm saying. If you want to jump a timeline, you want to go to your highest timeline, a lot of shit in your life can change. That's why people stay in their comfort zone. But if you're willing to, I said that to you, Michelle, didn't I? If you're willing to go through the dark bit and the transformation, it's worth it. Because this is when, you know, the money can come in because you're actually being who you are, you're doing what you want, and you're being bolder and braver, whatever that looks like for everyone, because it's different for everyone. You know, like say you can be led to your twin flame, and well, not can, you are led to like your twin flame when you're your true self. But that's the thing that I've always struggled with. Oh no, man, that is just so not going to happen for ages, because I don't feel ready to really go full fucking beam. But now I would say I am full beam. So that's why, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not, yeah, I'm about as full beam as it would get, you know what I mean? Like I won't take it much further than that. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Right, anyway. What's the notes in the phone? So if you feel like you're different, that's the point. Right, let's see. I hope we manage at least a drink, even if it's a still at the train station. Yes. A coffee, because I don't, do you mean a drink, or do you mean just like a drink? Well, I suppose they're both a drink. I mean, I don't even know. I'm going to have to check the trains, you know what I mean? Because I need to, man. My cousin's like, I'm really, really close to my cousin, and I'd had a dream. I had a dream that was quite funny, actually. I was like 15 and she was only 10 at the time, and I had a dream that she was pregnant, and I was like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? But it was like, that's how much I see in the future. Because, you know, our baby's only like 7 months or something. So, but it was just so real. And then when I actually saw her baby, I was really emotional, because I was like, oh my God, like I actually saw this. So it's like, it's not just for me, like I see things for people close to me as well, good and bad. The messages probably aren't that delayed. I'm just tidying up and getting food on. No, they are, Charlotte. They're really delayed. My mum's been helping me in the garden just now. I chopped down a couple of huge bits of tree. Oh my God. Lumberjack. Allowing people to help us in a valuable part of our journey. It can feel hard, but there's so much beauty when you surrender and allow. Yes, exactly. Beautifully said. It's true. But it's, again, it's a lot of people have been taught to. What a funny way to put. Bianca, where have you come from? I'm not really, I'm going to be honest with you, Bianca. Welcome. Are you a twin flame, first of all? I'm not going to kick you out if you're not. But this is it's a twin flame channel, and I'm doing collective messages. I'm about to do a personal message for Michelle, and then I'm doing messages for donation. So I've not put the donation link in, actually. So yeah, so if anybody wants a wee message, then you can donate, or you can just enjoy, and I'll give the collective messages. But yeah, how are people finding me? I'm hidden on YouTube. It's funny. It's catches me off guard. Right. Yeah, here. People finding me. I'm just like. Do you know your moon and your rising? I'm flinging so many questions. Where are you from? Do you know your moon and your rising? Right. So here's the donation link. So for anyone else that's watching just now, if you want a card, here is the donation link. And right, I'll do Michelle's cards right now. Except I didn't read all these. I need to finish this or I'll forget. Yeah, before I do Michelle's cards, does anyone want to share, like, you know, how are you feeling about, are you feeling quite positive and optimistic about the you know, the actions that you took this week? Are you feeling proud of yourself? Basically, I really just want to celebrate. Again, sorry, I'm not in a, you know, party. I'm not in a bad mood, but I'm not in a party mood because I'm so tired. So, but yeah, basically, you know, Leo is about being proud of yourself, you know, and it's peacocking a bit. And so, like I say, I'm really proud of myself for being able to be consistent and stick with this. So all my discipline, training myself with that has come in very handy. And I've taken a big leaps, and including last night, actually, with being so honest. So I hope that you are feeling like that about yourself. Those of you that are loud and proud, yes, exactly. That just came on the telly, loud and proud and chatty chattersons. And I hope the lurky lurkersons are proud of themselves too, because I know there's people that have been doing the challenge pillow talk. Oh, I think there's some pillow talk coming for Twin Flames. I hope you're proud of yourself as well. I'm proud of you all. And while I'm waiting for people to share, what I noticed about myself was I spontaneously done the live public challenge from the heart. Basically decided a couple of days before I was going to do this, by the way. I juiced the celery. I've only done it once, I'm just being honest, but I'll do it again. I've done secret brave moves, so they're a secret, but I've done a couple. I'm proud of myself. I've done the live activation, although I've done them before, you know, it was so I don't know if that counts actually, but showed up 100% more raw and random. Yep, that's quite funny. Shared the interview without checking it. Yeah, even that today. I was just like Jennifer, Jennifer, we just fucking publish this thing and we both haven't even seen it. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, let's do it. So it's good. So that's why you got my raw emotion in the chat. It was just me fucking talking to myself. I think Charlotte said one thing and then Michelle, you joined. Thank God some of you, so I was just fucking talking to myself. I'm super proud of myself. It's too easy to keep ignoring that I'm ready to focus on loving myself. I don't know what the journey will be like, but so far it's felt easier than before. Right. I am my own fucking hero. Exactly. And that is why I kept hearing the hero. You weren't here yet. I mentioned that was it Spotify it came on, but it was Mariah, is it Mariah Carey or is it Whitney Houston? Or is it both of them? Or is that the other song? No, it's Mariah Carey, isn't it? What song am I thinking of? That'll be relevant. There can be miracles when you believe. I think that's the one I was thinking of. That is the same, isn't it? Yeah, I just think that's fascinating that Hero was blaring out of a car. Then Hero came on the music channel and I'd heard the busker the day before. So that is for you, Charlotte, because you seem to really connect with that. And I think I've seen something else that was about Hero as well. But that's what the twin flame journey is all about. Like whether you are a man or a woman, whatever you identify as, you really do have to be your own hero. It's just where I see it getting a bit lost. And then it can confuse your twin flame as people kind of go down the route of, well, fuck them because I'm my own hero and they can get to fuck. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that landed with people. So that's why people like me have to, especially because I'm so fiery, have to make it so blindingly fucking obvious by spelling it out that yes, I am my own fucking hero as well, but he is my hero as well, whether he realizes it or not. And actually nobody could be my hero any more than that guy. So even though I haven't seen him for ages. So it's, you know what I mean? It's, I mean, that pretty much nails it. And the divine masculine energies need to hear that. And I would very much feel, and I would, love to think that your twin flames would talk about you like that as well. So I was listening to you when you believe Whitney the other day. All right, it's my affirmation for last week. Good, love it. Right. Oh, is that the rain? I love it. Right. So, Michelle, let's do your cards. Right. Michelle, what kind of vibe are we in? Do we want to just pick up any old cards, or, I mean, I don't know if you even know what that question means. I don't know if I know what it means, but I'm just wondering what decks to use. You should see, I've got a lot to tidy up here, guys. I'm not doing it tonight. Fuck that. I don't know if I'm even doing it tomorrow, to be honest. Oh, right. Yes. I wrote this down on a bit of paper. I help you shift paradigms and quantum leap timelines to your best self with blunt, direct, compassionate, loving guidance. Mindset shifts. Yeah. If only I could remember that, and then I could say it at the start of every video. Oh, that's too fucking. I wonder. That actually is quite good, because that would be less than a minute, wouldn't it? Because an elevator pitch is meant to be less than a minute. What would I say? Hi, I'm Claire. Welcome to it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just can't. I really should, though, because people click off in the first. I couldn't give a shit, you know what I mean? I give people a chat. I find amazing folk on YouTube. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, does anybody else get drawn to the same people? It was like, I've been getting drawn on people's things where it's like, yeah, take me to church. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're channeling like me. It's like just really strong, but just really joker, genuine people. It just grabs them, and it's just, I love it. I'm just appreciating people, like, because again, I moan a lot as well, but I'm just really, it's funny. There's nothing quite like it when somebody channels your twin flame and you're like, wow, it's almost like they're out of the way, and pretty nuts. Right. Michelle, what does Michelle need to hear? Did I scare away Bianca? Bianca, are you still here? maybe it was a bit abrupt. Right. What does Michelle need to know right now? I'll set a timer so I'm not fucking. No, it'll be as long as it's maybe. Right. We have solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Wow. So yes, I really do feel they're talking about you've had a boost to I'd say all three lower chakras, but it's like, and it's quite interesting that it was you that had done that to. Was it 3 weeks ago this week, Michelle, that we done that healing? I think it is, eh? Unless it's 4 weeks, because I just remember asking you about a week ago how long it was, and you've been quite honest. Again, I love that, because it's, I mean, that's what, I mean, I love that, like, you are both like that. It's because it's helpful, you know, it's honest. That Justin Bieber, sorry, has just come on. Well, it's coming on next. Very interesting. There's a very interesting energy in there tonight. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's you're clearing a lot of energy. So it's 4 weeks, right? Wow. Interesting. So but what interests me is oh my god, that really is pretty amazing. It's the actually, do you know what I might get you to do, Michelle? Can you email me like a paragraph or something about like, it doesn't need to be nothing too fast, just kind of like, yeah, what happened. In fact, anyone that, you know, if I've ever done any kind of, it's helpful just so that people can know. But yeah, because you'd sort of mentioned in the comments, unless I think it's still, you can't copy and paste YouTube comments. It's so annoying. Obviously I could screenshot, but I can't share things like that until I get to the 500. But yeah, because you feel stronger, don't you? Because you've mentioned that you see, like, I'm interviewing you in the comments, but you said that you said something about your energy. I don't know if you said your energy was coming back, but just feeling stronger, I've got the vibe of. And that's what this card's saying. Solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. And basically that's what I'm getting at. Soul retrieval, when people don't know what it is, it's like gathering your soul fragments. So it's like, it's, you know, it's, I'm still really struggling at this moment not to be a Debbie Downer. Yeah, but that's about fitting, Michelle. You know what I mean? It's like, but, and then actually, so, because it must have been yesterday then. See, do you know what I mean? It's like it fluctuates, but I mean, that's fitting for where masculine energy is right now. Because so maybe not tonight specifically, but I'm sure it was just like yesterday or the other day, maybe 2 days ago or something. Oh God, that's funny. The girl's got a yin yang outfit on as well. That you were saying, you know, there's a lot of changes going on, but you were feeling like things were getting it. Yeah, because it was actually earlier. It was actually only earlier today. You were like, oh yeah, the abundance is coming in that. So your energy's, I mean, to be honest with you, it's probably because you're fucking knackered from doing this. Because it does take a lot of energy. You know, it takes a lot of energy to push yourself out your comfort zone. So, you know, give yourself credit where it's due. And also the fact that, can I actually just, I won't say your placements, but I'm just thinking, I think you've got sensitive. But anyway, yeah, the point of that was with soul retrieval brings your, you know, it brings your energy back. But what I say to people all the time is you do go through what you've described, I mean, so it's good that people know that. It's why I say, you know, I wouldn't really advise people watch my, I mean, I'm going to take them off the playlist. I keep saying that, I need to remember, because it's too much. It's like because when, say for instance, if it's an inner child soul retrieval, or if you have had kind of issues around money or something, root chakra and whatever it is, it's like you've got to be really kind to yourself, like extra kind to yourself, like the kind of things that me and Charlotte were just talking about there, because you're not used to, most people are not used to being that kind to themselves. They're not that unconditionally loving to themselves. People generally are not even that unconditionally loving to other people. Let's be fucking real here. That's why twin flames are needed in the world. And it's why I'm even saying, even within the twin flame community, the people that are like the voice of reason about the journey, even some of them give up on their divine masculines. Do you know what I mean? But it's because, and again, this, it's like, I'm always like people, when this channel grows, people are probably, there's going to be people that don't like me, but I'm telling the truth. It's like, if you give up on your twin flame, you are literally giving up on yourself. So it's just that simple. And I love the fuck out myself. Like, I unconditionally love the fuck out myself and accept myself. And I'm not giving up on myself. So I'll never give up on my twin flame. Like, it really is as simple as that. And that, yeah, full stop. So it's about, you have to do that with soul retrievals. You have to really be very kind and gentle to yourself. So if you've not been used to being kind, gentle to yourself, and generally, again, that's not everyone, because those of you that have done stuff around this, but it's never stops for anyone, me included. It's a process, you know. You have to be very gentle with yourself around it, and not allow yourself to go back to the old ways, or rushing about, or taking action, or being productive, or rewarding all of that, because it'll counteract what you've just done. So it's about gently, slowly, which is why I say to people, don't rush ahead and do another act. Like, don't think, because sometimes people have done that in the challenges, like they'd keep up all the things, and, you know, it'd be like, I've done this, I've done that, and then it's like, it's great, but it's not a competition. Like, I don't see it as a competition. Like, you're in competition with who you were yesterday, kind of. It's like, it's just about taking a step forward. And I was thinking about this today, actually, that I am like, I mean, there doesn't need to be reasons for it, but I'm so loving and patient and compassionate with my twin flame, because it's my energy, and I have had to be like that with myself, with my work. Like, why have I not put that offer out? Why have I not put that course out? Why have I not got that passive income sorted? Why have I not done this? Like, why have I left it that I'm stuck running it? You know what I mean? And beating myself up, that it's like, and now I've gotten better at that, and I help people with that. Like, do you mean that's why I've got so much love for him. So yeah, right. Frequency has been fluctuating a lot. Yes, I do still feel abundance coming. You can see my placement's always good. It always seems like after the soul retrieval, I'm knackered. Yes, but that's the truth. Do you know what I mean? That's the truth. But it's worth it, is what I'm saying. Would you rather not go near the change? This is good, actually, because it's channeling the truth. It's like, would you rather not go near the change and just stay stuck in procrastination, fear, doubt, worry, and not as happy as you can be, or put up with the woo, you know, the fluctuating stuff and the pushing through the transformation, the darkness, and then having all these miracles come your way when you go through it. It's basically Dark Night of Soul. That's what it is. It's like, or if people don't feel it's as strong as the Dark Night of Soul, it's a mini Dark Night of Soul is what I would call it, but it's pushing through the darkness to get there, because it's what I've done, and at times it can still feel like doing it. It's it really does feel like the people that are drawn to me, that hang around and talk all the time anyway, and probably a lot of people that watch, it really is an up and down ride. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so honest. That's why I don't sit and make out like I'm fucking rolling in dough. Do you know what I mean? Because most of the time I'm not. Like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like I've done things right and it's like, wow. But it's why I've been sharing as well about that there's so much fucking spell work and blocks being put on Twin Flames. And it's an interesting one too, because a lot of my clients have actually had loads of money in the past. Like I can think of actual loads of guys that have had money, and then because they're meant to be moving to do other things in the new earth. Claire just came on the TV again. It's like the tower moments are coming to show you what truly matters and move you to the things that matter. This is all coming out when I'm doing your cards, so this means something. Anuki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Yeah, it's like a tough day just flashed up on the TV as well. So it's like I can feel that. It's like this heavy energy is uncomfortable, but it's because your karmic release, radical transformation. Now, to the best of my knowledge, I mean, how do I know? Like who? I mean, you don't need to, obviously we're in public, but it's like do you know who your karmic energies would still be? And I mean, this is something that I feel, you know, unless you don't mind, like we'd have to talk about that one-to-one, but it's this is what's going on for everyone. You know what I mean? It's like karmic release, radical transformation, violet flame. And I hold the violet flame energy within my aura all the time to transmute this energy. Aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. These are all the things you need to hear. Sword of light. You mentioned the sword. You mentioned Archangel Michael last night or the night before. Divine protection. Cords are being cut. Breakthrough energy. So again, it's like it feels like a bit of a breakdown night you're having tonight. But it's like that a breakthrough is coming. That a tiger was just on the TV there. Now a tiger is one of my power animals. A tiger is Charlotte's. I don't know if you specifically connect with the tiger, Michelle. God, that came through it quick. Right, let me see. But yeah, anyway, when I was guided to those live streams yesterday before I came on my own one last night, remember I was saying that literally every single person felt like how you're describing, because they were all divine masculine energy. And remember, Charlotte, was it yesterday or the day before you weren't feeling good? So again, this is what I mean about when I work with people. It actually gives me a very good idea how my own masculine is feeling. No, it might not be all the time, but I'd say it is all the time. And by the way, I just add that like then it happens that when I talk with and this is more my clients that I work with like all the time, when they've had something amazing happen and everything's really great, it's like I feel that's interesting because I was feeling like he's feeling really good. It's just honestly, it's really weird. One day I'll have it confirmed. I'm just over the stagnation. It's been for many, many years, influences I do and have set firm measure. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is sorry, half listening while I'm eating. That's all right, just you do you. Yeah, this is what I mean. You know, I mean, it's kind of like it is good. Like I'm obviously it'd be great if there was more people sharing, but it's good that even you two are sharing, because it's why, again, I don't know. Well, I know that I don't know if you saw it all, Charlotte, but it's why I love that Jennifer filmed that video with me, because Jennifer's just so honest, like me, and like yous, and it's kind of like that's what I love about it. It's like, you know, we're not kind of dressing things up to be something that they're not. Like Jennifer went from her money not being great at all to like investing in me, and then she literally attract, like, I mean, like I say, we said on the video, but it was thousands of pounds, like thousands of pounds. Do you know what I mean? Quite a few thousands of pounds from a free root chakra healing. But it's like, so this is what I'm saying, especially you, Michelle, should be excited, because if that's possible for one person, it's possible for you. But right now you're clearing whatever things have. And anyway, you've in the matrix, you are used to making top dollar, you know, but it's just that you're meant to be moving out of that work to you're in a process of change. You're Neo. You are like Neo in the Matrix right now. It's kind of like, oh, just stay here and just kind of be behind my computer and do the like, you know, at the start of the new film. Or like, you break free. It's like why I said when that guy said on or the girl, who she seemed in a really bad mood. What no, it was somebody said what's ascending. And I don't normally describe it as that, but I said it's breaking free from the matrix and the shackles that hold you down, you know what I mean? Going to the new earth. Then people are like, what the fuck is the new earth? Because it sounds like you're getting on a spaceship and fucking off. It's not. It's just living in joy and play and happiness. I mean, look at what the cards I pulled for myself before I came on here. Oh no, you can't because I put them back. It was, oh no, they are. Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Fits with your message, Michelle. But it was surrender to play. And that's, you know, that's what it's all about. But it's just what I've noticed with people, not everyone, like I say, it's not everyone's got the same stuff, but for most people, that there can be a very big gap between the doing what you love and sharing your gifts and the money coming in, actually. And it can be very scary. Which is what I feel again was beautiful when you were sharing. And again, it's why I'm this, you know, because I was confused. I was like, why am I being really honest about stuff that people don't? But it's because that is unusual, very unusual. People are not really they're not usually very honest about certain things. And I think I'm one of those people that I'm just honest as fuck about the things that people aren't. Therefore, I attract people that are like that. That's my theory. Or attract people, but it's kind of like I attract people that are like that already, and then I make them more like that. Or I attract people that are like that internally. And then when they do a soul retrieval with me, usually around the throat chakra and inner child, then they're able to do it more. Do you know what I mean? Because that is what I heal within divine masculine energy. Because it was my journey. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? This is Michelle's message, but this is for everyone. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, in inverted commas, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. It's kind of like how I feel a lot of masculine energies. With my clients, I can think of like a few women that I work with, and there is, you know, they'll be very honest about there is impatience there, which is what I help people manage. A panda just came on the TV. Where's that panda guy's going to turn up again? And it often is because divine masculine energies, you know, the men that are the counterparts in my dedication to my ex. What's that again? Is that an old song? But like want to get all their ducks in a row, you know, want to, you know, get all their pentacles together, like the Four of Pentacles, want to be cautious. This is divine masculine energy. Is like kind of want to be cautious, want to sort all the money, wanting to get all the ducks in a row. But that's what I'm here to kind of be showing people is to see as wild as I've been being lately. It's like people have to jump more into their heart and be more spontaneous and more taking a risk and being in the moment. Well, I have another job opportunity in Florida, supposed to fly down for an interview, and yes, it's very good money. I'm conflicted in knowing if all matrix jobs are not for me. Yeah. And this is somewhere where you seem to be a lot. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into the inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Michelle, I think you just need to do what I've suggested when I've emailed you a few times. I think you, and if you don't know what I mean, you can ask me, but I think you might know what I mean. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. I'm feeling like I want to do a wee, clearing actually, because you told me you weren't feeling, yeah, because I've got surrender to prayer and surrender joy. Now, do you know what? I wish we could do a fucking interval like do, 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 do. Well, I just put the music channel on because I'm just thinking I could do with going for a pee and going through and getting a certain deck that I wanted to get. I suppose you could just chat amongst yourselves. I miss that loving, that's what it is. I knew that was an old song. Look. I can't believe this check. I miss that loving. But also, I think that's somebody being fucked over. Yeah, interesting. That, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just looking at it. Anyway, that just pulled me in. Right, surrender prayer and surrender to joy. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. And that's linked to me saying what I've said in the email. A key to put, in fact, did you email me when you said you were going to email me, Michelle? Sorry if you have. just, you're probably just better saying, you know, I've emailed you. I would email the new one. You know what I mean? Or no, just email the other one because that goes to me and Sophia. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Yeah. I am going to go and find those cards and I'm going to go and have a pee. I think I need a fucking coffee too, guys. I mean, I don't want to end the live stream. I just fucking, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do feel I want to do a wee meditation. I want to go and get my colour cards. Are we okay if I do that? Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. Just, but yeah, just email because I'll forget. You email me and then I'll email you back. But yeah. Right. What else does Michelle need to know before we go into that? I feel like I want to tell us something that'd be helpful. Tiger. Oh my God, Michelle, like, so does the tiger mean, are you aware of the tiger trying to work with you? Arguably that could be, I mean, no, you can't see because the light's there, but you know that pillow's a tiger. And I don't think that's not a coincidence that you're so kind. I just can't take that offer because it's unknown. Well, of course you've made it obvious, but the thing is, but you're not exactly going to, I mean, Michelle, do you think you lack integrity and you're likely to do a runner? Do you think you're going to fuck me over? Because I don't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that goes for, you know, the other people that I trust as well that talk all the time. Again, like, don't assume you're one of them if I haven't sort of, you know, I'm not exactly going to fucking do that for everyone. But it's not, it's basically like, it's trusting. That's what I'm saying. I teach people to do that. It's trust. It's like me doing that today. Like, listen, I'm not rolling dough right now, but when somebody's really helped me and I'm like, right, I'm going to do this time because I'm going to give that bit. This is what I was talking about with Jennifer before we done the interview. It's like, you've got to just kind of do it without no agenda and you're not doing it to attract something. And I know that you know this, but it's kind of like, I know that it's not a risk for me to say to people, you can, you know, I'll do a session with me. And then because I know that you are going to get that money soon. And then when you get it, you'll give me it. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's not like open-ended, like, you know, just give me it in like 10 years or something, which some people do seem to, you know what I mean? But maybe, you know, people forget that, but no, like it works, you know, it works most, like you say, it works 95% of the time. And I still always hold hope for, for when it goes a bit tits up, because there's always a lesson behind it for me and other people. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's about you knowing that I'm being genuine and you being, it's that card, be open to love and support. You know what I mean? Tiger, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Yeah. Let me help you, because it's not like, oh, I'll do this for free. It's like, I'll do this just now. Let me help you. Square me up later. You know what I mean? It's what friends do for each other. It's just I've moved one step on that I used to just be like, oh, I'll just do this for you for free. And I'll just be like, oh shit, I can't pay my bills. Do you know what I mean? So it's my it's my progress that I don't do that anymore. But again, I still, you know what I mean? I still I've given you this read for free, and then I've given Charlotte a read for free, and I'm going to do Sophia's. So it's like I can still do that, but I toned it down a bit. But do you know what I mean? I don't think it's a big deal to be like, I trust the people that, you know, are drawn to me, like I trust people. Because it's like, because then you'll go and get that job, and you'll get a job, and then, you know what I mean? But it's just, I won't say it again, because I don't want, it's kind of like, again, such a, but it is a good analogy. It's kind of like, because they were just sort of saying to me, it'd be like if I was like not respecting my twin flame space, and messaging him being like, by the way, I hope everyone's all right, and I hope, you know, I'm here, and by the way, I don't know if you've noticed I'm talking about you on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to do it for obvious reasons. But even if it wasn't the last very unique circumstance, I'm not going to do it, because I trust that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll hear from him when I'm meant to. It's probably because it's not, I'm not going to say I'm not allowed, but it's not the right timing right now. Do you know what I mean? But it's really about allowing love and support, like, you know, from a friend. Because I want to be my twin flames. Oh my God, I'm sure they were chatting to me about something like that earlier. I think this is very linked, by the way. It's like, you know what I mean? You just have to, you know, into the unknown, into the unknown. I don't know why I always sing the guys' version and not the girls' version. But have you listened to that song, Michelle, from Frozen? I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble where others don't. There's a million reasons. Oh, it went out of tune. Piece of your heart. What's that? But basically, who's loving that shit? Are you loving that shit, Charlotte? But you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, she's saying like, look, fuck off, I can hear you, but I'm not wanting your help. And then by the end of the song, she's like, actually, I'm going to go into the unknown. And that's what I think the twin flame journey is like, because it's like the divine masculine, we're like, no, I've got this, I need to sort this shit out. I'm really confused, I'm in pain, my heart hurts, all this shit's went wrong in my life. I can see that my twin flame's offering to help me, but like, I don't want to bring my shit to their table. And it's kind of like, and then it's like, there's a surrender. And I know, because of people that are in union, then there's a surrender, and it's like, actually, do you know what? I'm going to let this person help me, and I'm going to let the other half of my soul help me, or I'm going to let the other healers that get it, because I am worthy of this love. You know, it's not a handout. It's basically saying, look, I'll help you just now, because you've either not got money or your money's not that great. And it's just, but what I always say to people is, and this is everyone, by the way, so this is helpful. What I say to people is, it's about, I only do that for people that I know well and that are of integrity, and I know aren't going to let me down. And sometimes I do get fucked off. It has happened over the years where it hasn't paid off, but it's not been enough to put me off, because I know I'm meant to be here to do that. Because if it wasn't for people trusting me with money, things like that, I wouldn't, it's not that I wouldn't be here, but I wouldn't be as confident. Do you know what I mean? And that includes why I always say, although it went completely fucking tits up on my counselling course, like it wasn't a waste of money, because I did learn counselling skills. I learned to home in, I'd say, my natural counselling skills, but I also learned a lot about what a bunch of C words human beings can be, that are meant to be there being kindness. Like, I'm being serious, do you know what I mean? It's yeah, there was a few nice people, but I'd say there was more people that weren't very nice than were. But yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, because it's just, and again, I think it is just I've got Uranus conjunct my moon in the house of money, so I just rebel against the money system. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I know we need it, and I know that we need to pay things and that, but it's Yeah, it's why I gave that. I suppose it's why they made me tell that story the other day about, I mean, that girl that did do that 25 quid kind of session with me that was meant to be 20 minutes or whatever. Like, she had money, like she's makes a lot of money. Like, she had a job that was very well paid. But you know, there was still resistance to booking it. It was a mini session, you know, that she'd book because she was, you know, hesitant because she would be very logical in the, you know, masculine energy. And then look, I'd sat for like 10 hours, which I've done. I don't do it anymore, but I did used to. But for me, it's not like, oh, I loved that session because that was like loads of money. It was like, it wasn't. And actually I would have missed out on money because I would have been fucking knackered and wouldn't have had anyone else at that night or later on. But the feeling that I got, it's, you can't put a price on that. And that's how me and Jennifer ended that interview, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I think I've got my point across there. But you see, this is very relevant because there's a lot of people in this position that won't be as honest as other people. So, and I happen to think, see, everybody that's kind of like feeling like their money's like non-existent or worrying and all that, I think we're all the ones that are about to be quids in. Do you know what I mean? And I don't even know what that means for some people. It's like it's your divine inheritance, wherever, coming from wherever. It's a spell being lifted. It's a steady flow of clients. It could be, literally, I'm being told it's like for some people, because you've actually taken small steps where you were stuck in your life on this challenge, live or replay, speaking or lurkers, if you've done it, these are the small steps that lead to bigger things. That's why I read out my stuff. What led to me doing this live challenge, because I've been thinking about it for ages, you see, like probably about a year and a half, because I'd done the first challenge a year and a half ago. And then I think I'd done 2 more in groups. Yeah, I think I'd done 2 more, even just been one. But it feels like more. And I thought, wow, I'd really love to do that in public. But my limiting beliefs of people copying my ideas were really holding me back. But now I just totally don't even give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's really quite simple, and it's like so do you mean it's when you can be disciplined and take the little small actions, they do lead to bigger things. And it is just obviously the procrastination thing and the stalling. It's never good to be like that. But I think in these times we live in, it makes it 10 times worse. Like I say, I don't know why it's like that, but what I've found is when I just do something from excitement and I do it, and even like, I'm like, oh God, shouldn't really be doing that because I need to wait till the money comes for this, and then I'll do that, and then that's when money seems to come out of nowhere for me. And it's a bit risky, but you see, that probably satisfies my Venus and Aries and all that kind of. Anyway, hopefully I've explained that. Right, I need to go and pee though. And would you like to stay for the wee meditation? It'll just be a wee meditation. I just feel it'd be good just to clear the energy a little bit. But yeah, that means something. So, Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. They want you to step more into your heart. Look, they want your ass to be kicked into the into the unknown. Do you know what you can do, Michelle? Can you, while I go and get the card deck, I think I'm going to make a coffee, get a pee. Could you listen to Into the Unknown from Frozen? That's your homework. Could you do that for me, please? Do you know the song? And even if you do know the song, could you listen to the words? Could you actually read the lyrics? Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, which you've already done. You've done this. You're very welcome. But can you do that though? Like, I actually want you to do it. I'm not joking. And I want anyone out there to do it that resonates with, because even if it feels, you know, I don't care if you are laughing at me. Like, I know you aren't laughing, but I couldn't care if people are out there taking the piss. I'd be like, what the fuck she talking about sitting in her Wonder Woman jammies? Now, I'm not getting the fuck, right? Because I'm actually helping people. Yeah, you do you. Do you know what I mean? I've never really bothered about people. If you think about it, because I've sat on Facebook Lives and done all of this for years, it's like, doesn't quite make sense to me either, because I was really quite shy. But and like I say, shy doesn't fit me anymore, I don't think. But no, there are situations where I would be shy, coy, that's the word. But it's about giving zero fucks, guys. That's what it means to me. It's just, you know, having that joy and that playful energy. And whenever our spirit is being dragged down, just not allowing it to release the cash. What did that just say? That just said something like release the cash. Haters mad for whatever reason in the air. That'll be swear words. It's got stars. They lose it when the DJ drops the needle. She's a good teaser. And we blow in ... What is this song? Oh no, it's got that. It's got that horrible frequency. See these songs that the kids listen to. You know, see these songs that teenagers listen these days. It's got that horrible frequency in it. It's like, ugh. Look, major challenge to overcome. That's you climbing that fucking mountain. It's a climb. Ooh, yeah. Can't remember the words. That's Miley Cyrus. I can almost see it. I can't remember the words. That dream I'm dreaming, the voice inside I'm singing. You'll never reach it. Right, I'm just making Michelle laugh. I think they just want me to make Michelle laugh. I'm gonna sing the climb. Did you? This is your fault. See, you actually spoke this into existence, Michelle. You said, "Can we have karaoke earlier?" And I'm fucking singing like more. I'm singing the whole song. I can almost see it. That dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head. Where's my microphone? My head saying, you'll never reach. I think I'm channeling Divine Masculine. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but this is where I'm going to lose it. I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. That went wrong. But there's always gonna be another. Does anyone else do this on YouTube? I'm making it a new thing. I'm gonna fucking sing and read the cards. I know people channel the messages, but they don't. Look. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. Right, okay, sorry, I won't sing the rest. I just absolutely had to do that. What we sing this? The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it. I'm serenading you right now, but these are the moments. Oh, I don't know the tune that I'm going to remember most. She's got American accent. How shit is it? Just gotta keep going. Gotta be strong. Just gotta keep pushing on. I'm just gonna speak it now. There's always gonna be another. I'm gonna sing that when I'm going for a pee. Always gonna wanna make it move. Sometimes I'm gonna have to piss myself. You sing. Thanks. No, I did see a few actually that night. That last time that I was about to say sexual rendezvous, but I think that's what a rendezvous is. The last time I slept with my twin flame, it was my birthday, and because they always used to pop up on my birthday, and don't worry, I'm not going to go into like, you know, X-rated chat here, unless some people would think this is X-rated, but like, come on, get a grip, guys. Do you know what I mean? It's just sex, but it wasn't just sex. I went to this. Have you ever been to the karaoke? Well, it's a karaoke place, but it's like, you know, you get your cocktails and drinks, but that's why it went wrong, because I got a Corona package. It's not a very good term in these days, is it? But it was like, you know, you got 6 Coronas or something, and everyone else is getting cocktails. And then by the time I fucking left, I was fucked. And like, I used to be all right on beer. But it's like, as soon as we went to this other grotty little pub that everyone seemed to like, it was like the size of this living room was quite big though, but it was really small. And it was just like, you just always, you never quite knew who you were going to see. And I used to find it quite exciting because he always seemed to go there as well. And but yeah, that was that night that how did I even get to? Oh yeah, we were at that karaoke place on my birthday, because I went there a few years in a row. And the reason why I got led to that is I do like singing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't sing, but I like it. But there's some songs I can sing, but mostly I can't. Do you know what I mean? But I'm all right with it. But it's quite funny though, because in my shamanic stuff, and whenever anybody does me a reading, they do always say you're meant to be singing, healing people through singing. I'm like, well, actually I do, but I do it in a jokey way. It's really weird, isn't it? Just don't it? Singing songs, even if I don't get the tune and I can't sing, and you know, getting the downloads from the films and analysing that shit, I fucking love it. I geek out on it. I always used to wonder, how am I going to tie in the films, the love of the films, and the way that my mind analyses it all with what I do? And it's like, it just all sort of fell together. Loving it. Right. And now here I am doing my love story audiobook. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like I said earlier, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like people are like, I need to fucking sack this book off. It's like, is this going to be an ending like fucking one day and all that? And or is this going to be a tragic love story or a love story? I absolutely understand. It's about fear for me and money, fucking myself again. This is a good lesson for me. I really appreciate you. I know you do. I love you. I love both of you that are talking. I love the people that aren't talking too. You put a smile on my face. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, you know, I don't think that's a coincidence. I just thought about it. I don't think that's a coincidence that, like, really what stands out to me about the time I spent with my twin flame, he was just always laughing at me. But then he always used to give me a row too, because I did laugh at really awkward times. Oh my God. Can I say that? Is that too much? Yeah, that's a bit too much. I don't think I can say that. It was really, actually, no, I think I huffed this so that you don't get the wrong idea there. It was because I was always just really paranoid about, like, I'm just too polite. Do you know what I mean? And I lived with flatmates. So I was always telling them, shut up. Oh dear. I can hear you, but I won't. Let some look for trouble while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Yeah, see, like, this is when Divine Masculine is like, fuck, get the fuck. And then they're like, oh, actually, shit, he's trying to help me. I'm channeling it. Oh, wait a minute, they're trying to help me. Oh, wait a minute, they are me. You're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear. And if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for. Oh my God, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. God, that happens too. I'm blocking your calls. Can I just say, to the best of my knowledge, I mean, again, like, there wasn't a whole block and unblocking thing that went on with me and my twin flame. I was just blocked once, and I'm still wondering what the fuck that was all about. But because I wasn't hounding them. Right. I absolutely love it when you sing, channel. Thank you. Pissing myself. THP Games TV. Hi. Where have you come from? Oh, fuck, I was going to go. Right. So we're taking an interval. Dealings with an older woman. I just cut that. Is that for you, Michelle? I don't mean that you are. I just burped. I don't mean that you are, but that's me clearing energy for anyone that's new. I don't just fucking sit here and burp. Well, I do, but you know what I mean? It's the fizzy water. It's how I transmute energy. but it's control your anger or you will be sorry. I don't know if this is for you or if that was to do with what I was singing. Unsuccessful plans. I think that's how you're feeling. Lily, spiritual love. Oh, fucking Lily, know the day, hen. Know the day. Who the fuck is... Who's Lily? Remember we established it's also truth and transformation and rebirth. There's somebody in the spirit world who wants to talk to someone. Getting together with friends, that's us hanging out. Vacation. I know. I need it. Waiting for news, package or letter. Is that this is for you? This is for you, Michelle, but it's going to be you'd be lying if you said there was something I wasn't into. Don't be stunting in front of your friends. You know what I'm into. This sounds a bit rude. You could be mine. Let's take it slow. Man, he's a hater. I'll let it slide. I came for you. Have you not seen my new handle? Older women not. No. No, I didn't think it was like that you were the older woman. I felt it was like there was something about an older woman around you. So I'm just actually wondering if there's an older woman in spirit trying to talk to you. I'm taking it you don't know Lily's, or you would have been telling me. Look, I just need to find who Lily belongs to. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Oh. Archway. I've never seen that one. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Look, that's you. Like, I'm going to leap into the unknown, into the unknown. Forces working against you. Right. What I'm going to say though, actually, Michelle, is, I mean, do you mind? But what, you can tell me in private, but did you pick something for this challenge that you felt moved you forward, or did you play it safe? Let's do a bit of fucking coaching here. Can you tap into if this job will be a good move for me? If it's not, it's all good. Well, maybe I just did with those cards. The comments are delayed. But I can, yeah, specifically I can, let's see. Well, I'll try. They should tell us. But basically what I'm saying is before the cards even come out, and I tell you, it's kind of like why you did watch the interview. And by the way, can people, if you're interested in how I work with people, the people that lurk and, you know, are interested in why people sing my praises that are drawn to me, watch that interview, me and Jennifer. It is 90 minutes, but you could watch it in bits, like doing the cooking or whatever. Because it's going to be very helpful for people that have got money worries or money issues or anything like that. Because basically the point is that Jennifer's money wasn't great, and what money she did have that she probably could have convinced herself, oh, I can't really afford that right now, or because like I say, sometimes it's people can't afford it, and that's great, but you know, it's not great, but that is fine when that is the case. But sometimes it's just people, it's really about not wanting to spend money on yourself, and I think especially when it's people with kids, and Jennifer's got kids, so that was really the point of that interview as well, is that if she hadn't actually invested in the, you know, the £25 thing, it wouldn't have led her in less than a year to manifesting thousands of pounds and doing the therapy with me, which she said, you know, again, like it was the best. I don't know, I can't remember what she said, but she said, you know, something along the lines of money well spent, you know what I mean? And it's changed her life, and it's things she's going to be able to carry for the rest of her life, you know what I mean? And pass on to her children. It's priceless. That's what we said. I think it's priceless. But it's about trusting yourself. So we're talking. So yeah, so that was why people should watch the video if you're led to. But also it's because when people have got worries about money, yeah, again, who knows? But it is, I'm really able to clear a lot of that up in one session. So although you do need to invest in the session, a lot of people have just booked a session with me and I've never seen them again. And like I've said before, it's not because they don't like me. They probably do lurk on my stuff, because a lot of people are like really powerful healers themselves, and they had to put their ego aside to book a session with me to, or not, yeah, it is putting your ego aside, asking for help, getting the help, and then they don't need to come again, you know what I mean, because they got that last bit done with me, because that's what shamans are. And then some people do return again and again, and I'm like, you know, a lot of healer and counselor mediums, like their counselor, you know, like spiritual advisor or whatever, or coach. But yeah, the reason I was saying that was if you saw the bit when we're speaking about asking for a sign, it's about trusting yourself, you know, your heart. But I'm well aware though that with divine masculine energy, I think that's all very good. It's kind of like, you know, I get it from the divine masculine's point of view, about when you're saying like just trust yourself and follow your heart and just fuck it, let's go. You know, they might be like, fuck you, do you know what I mean? Like Like they're like, fuck it, let's go, just fuck off. Like it's seriously, I'm not being funny, but like my twin flame is like the nicest guy ever, but he definitely has got that side as well, like me, that if it was in the wrong mood, I think, because I think we've both got Saturn, and like I think we've both got Saturn in the first house, so it's somebody that can be quite serious too, like Joker, but serious. And but masculine energy in general, it's if you're this is oh shit, where did I say this? What I find with a lot of my clients, like a lot of my clients that are sitting on the fence about doing therapy with me, it's like I notice people procrastinate, and I've actually got some, like I've got quite a few clients that like they've been saying to me for years or months that they know they need to, and it's just they're not ready. So again, I have compassion and hold space for when they want to do that. But I have said actually to everyone in my inner circle, and I'm not just saying this talking shit, I feel my life is going to change, and it's got a synchronicity there. I feel my life's going to change exponentially in the next 6 months, never mind a year. So I don't know that I would be wanting to do long-term client, you know, like I'm aiming to bring in a few coaching and therapy clients from next month. Not even next month, sorry, September, because I want to go and have a holiday and just, you know, finish the stuff that I'm doing. But it's like, because of that over analytical, logical, and holding back and cautious and all of that, like people don't actually take the leap of faith. And I suppose that was the point with Jennifer, is Jennifer's naturally like that, but something was telling her, I need to do this. And it was scary. It was risky. So although Jennifer's really calm, cool, collected, and she looked beautiful and her energy was beautiful, it's, in a way, I kind of want to kind of film people before and after, because my other client says that too. And again, I wouldn't let her do that, but she actually took a picture of herself before working with me and then after. And you could actually see physically the change in her. So I do understand it's a bit hard when, you know, people out online and tarot readings and that are saying, just trust yourself, follow your heart. But what I said, remember I said that in a recorded video once, it's easier to say in a recorded video because it's going to trigger people. A lot of people don't trust themselves. So it's all very well to say trust yourself when somebody doesn't trust themselves, because they don't trust themselves. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I'm then always harping on about people investing in never mind a reading, healing, but counselling, to, you know, to really, it's to, you know, balance your internal locus of evaluation. You know, it's a big fancy word, but it's basically your inner compass. Because then you'll start looking outside yourself. Now, yes, some people can manage to do that without counselling and therapy, but then they've probably not got the best of boundaries. Or like say, some people will have managed to do it without any of that, but it's, I think I could probably always find where they are still lacking in that trust in themselves. You know what I mean? It's anyway, God, that was a big, but it's true. It's everything that was coming through was true. Right, so anyway, I'm sorry, but Michelle's probably like, just fucking ask about the job. Yes, I picked decluttering my home and life. I've been self-sabotaging, so I don't have to deal with all the changes I need to do. At least I'm aware of that. Yes, exactly. Awareness is massive, though. Massive. Oh my God, I just walked out to feed the outside cats and found a blue jay feather. Not been outside all day. The blue, it's stunning. Well, I think you can tell by my face, you've just, you've definitely just, thank you. You've just delivered one of my signs. Thank you. I just need to wait another one now. That was this. I love when that, again, normally, I normally don't. So, I mean, you said a lot of things, so, but how interesting. So there you go. Hopefully that boosts your confidence a little bit, that you're delivering a message to me there that I'd asked for. That's what I mean about I heal you, but you deliver shit to me too. Right, let's ask about this job. Basically, I was channeling that for you, but I'm channeling it for other people that are, by the way, I'm not being funny, but I'm actually getting fucking sick of hearing me saying channeling and twin flames. But I better get used to it, because it's a twin flame channel and I'm a twin flame channel. It's just like twin flames. It's like I fucking get my own tits having to call my twin flame, because I didn't call him a fucking twin flame. Just I have to do that. I have to do that here. It's not like you're going to be like, hey, twin flame, want to hang out? Hey, twin flame, what's going on in your life? Do you know what I mean? Oh, does anybody hear me? It's like, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm sick of fucking saying these words all the time. Fucking sick of words. Fucking sick of it. Right. Protection from a powerful friend. Well, I'd like to think I'm that powerful friend in your life, Michelle, but you've got a lot of other powerful friends around here too. Look, the same. Right, I'm sorry. I fucking look at. Drop the mic. Fucking take me to church. All these kind of fucking things. Look at this. Didn't I say before I'd seen your question, those cards answered it? And the same fucking card. So it's like God saying, Michelle, we already knew you wanted to know that. So we made Claire pull those cards. And you didn't trust. Look. I don't mean you didn't trust me, but you didn't trust it. It's like, it's, you know what I mean? I shuffled them. Look how many there is. Doing something risky, taking a chance, tiger. I feel the tiger power animals really try to work with you. Did you connect with a power animal? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, isn't it? Do you not connect with a wolf? Wow, we're really going psychic detective tonight. You connect with a wolf, don't you? Because look, right? So let's turn off the lamp for anyone that's new. This is about the balance of the masculine and the feminine, right? Because there's my wolf and there's my tiger, right? Now, these are both my energies. So I wouldn't be, I mean, this doesn't need to be the case, but I wouldn't be surprised if my twin flame is drawn to either wolves or tigers. And like, you know, I mean, I might, you know, whenever that is, I might, you know, well, I've just said it in public now, but anyway, if he hasn't seen this, I might just be like, right, what's your favourite animal? And then he might say a panda. And I'm like, all right, well, I threw that out of the water. But actually, if he did say that, that's something that I do get drawn to a lot too. But do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like there's something in it that you like wolves, and I'm connected to wolves and tigers and all these other animals as well that I work with. Like I integrated owl medicine like years ago, and all these other animals, right? But the wolf medicine came to me first, and I worked with that for years. And then the tiger medicine came to me. And actually, it took a while to integrate that. Because basically it's my feminine and my masculine energy. And I kept seeing tigers everywhere. And I kept associating that with him. Until I then realised that it was my energy. So I don't think of him when I see it. Well, sometimes I do, but I don't think of him when I see a tiger. I think of me, or me and him. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to explain that one because that is what I do in a, you know, my own type of soul retrieval for the masculine and feminine. And that's really, this is quite good at going to that because I've not actually said that before but I mean, it's obvious because I've got it's maybe not obvious, but I've got the wolf and the tiger there. And it's, that's what I think is missing with a lot of people is when people are seeing their twin flame as outside of themselves, it's because you are still in the separation. And again, you know, it's what is important, like even if you're not interested in the romance aspect of it right now, you have to be interested for you because you're connected to the wolf right now. But I feel, you know, it might even be the same, Michelle. I'm kind of getting that feeling that maybe you're literally got the same two power animals as me. And that's why, now that won't be for everyone, but I'm just noticing that how, and that's actually really fucking, but that's fucking blown my mind. That Charlotte's away right now. Charlotte must be away, or she might be doing the dishes or something. She said, but Charlotte's power animal is a tiger and your power animal's a wolf. And literally, honestly, there's loads of people. I can think of 5 people off the top of my mind, but there's probably more that's power animals or a wolf that connect with me. And so that's interesting that you are both wolf and tiger, and I'm both of these. And it just proves my theory that I say, like, look, everyone embodies masculine and feminine energy, but I really, really embody both, and I really, really understand. And perhaps that's why I understand my own twin flame and the journey that he's been on, like, so much, a wee bit more than what I see most. Like say there aren't, like, literally I'd say there's like 2 or 3 people that I'm like, yeah, they are totally on the same vibe as me. I don't see any shade or shit being thrown at all for their twin flame. Because it's like, people, you can acknowledge that there's things that might have hurt you and you might hurt them, but it's the fact that I just totally understand it's all totally oh, is it Charlotte? And Charlotte, yeah, that's right, you're tiger. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's all meant to be. Like, I really do just see it as it's all meant to be. Like, I was thinking this, oh God, this is so crazy how they get me into this. But it's like, I was thinking it when I was walking along the hall. I've still not went for a pee, so I really need to go. But it's like, what they were saying to me was like, because I came in an old soul, that is why I just understood when because bear in mind that I don't really get in the audiobook again, but they tell me I have to get the point across. Think about it. I've met my twin flame really annoying saying that word, but I've met him very young and wasn't my boyfriend. And then even when I did realise that I had the deeper feelings for him, it is quite strange that it didn't bother me that we weren't a couple, because I just knew we had a connection, if you know what I mean. Like, he was, and I don't even want to say he was like my best friend, because it's like we didn't act like best friends, but he was, and that is what he had said to me once. And then when I asked him to explain it, he wouldn't fucking explain it, and that's why I never came back again. But but you know what I mean? Like, the point is, he said it to me, and then I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was all me going, I was like, "We're not best friends," you know. Blah, blah, blah. And I was really thinking, like, oh my God, I think he's my best friend too, but I'm terrified to tell him that, because he's not going to fucking act like it. He's going to go away and get on with all the other girls in the clubs. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, I did know I knew what he meant. But it's like other people would have been like, what the fuck are they talking about? How are they best friends? They don't act like best friends. They just sleep with each other now and again. But it's kind of like, it is kind of strange how, what they said is my old soul just understood the contract. Like, I understood the mission. And it makes sense to me. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, I've never been upset, or I've never been frustrated, or it's never hurt me that he's had other special moments with, girls or women that aren't me. But it's like, I just never, and I used to be like, God, am I just shutting off my feelings or something? But honestly, I've explored all of this. My counselor, it's not. It's just like, I just get it. Like, that these years of his life were not meant to be with me. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way that I see it. I just really understand it. And I do think that is to do with the, just getting the masculine and the feminine. Like, it's just what I'm here to do. Like, I am all these symbols, the yin yang symbol, probably the infinity symbol. Yeah, like, these are literally all my symbols that I connect with, like, very, very strongly. And again, I know loads of people love these, but like, that's why, I'm either talking about them or I'm wearing them, or, but yeah. So it's about this tiger card's come out twice because you need to, oh my God, of course, because you see, like, the tiger is feminine a lot of the time, isn't it? I think it'll depend, like, I don't know which one you've looked at, but oh, that doesn't make sense for Charlotte though, but like, do you mean it kind of does, like, again, it kind of does, because like I say, I kind of feel like with Charlotte, I feel like you, Charlotte, will shift into being the feminine, and your masculine will be masculine. That's why I remember when I was a bit kind of like, in the middle, because it's just what I kind of feel. But with you, Michelle, because that came out twice, and I didn't see you saying, oh, I connect with the tiger's trying to connect with you. It's like when your twin flames trying to connect with you. Oh my God, I love this. This is when I get into detective mode, because this is the only way. And again, I never really thought I'd speak about that in public until I was actually with my twin flame. But that, because I was connecting the tiger as being my sign for him. And honestly, it was just everywhere. I've seen tigers everywhere. And then it was like, I've even got like lots of tiger things around my house. But it was like, I needed to be around all these things to get used to it, to be like, look, this isn't him. This is me. This is my energy. Like, it's basically, that's what soul retrieval is. Right? You're calling back your own energy. When you find your own power, guys, I hope everybody's listening. This is actually real teaching shamanic moments here. It's like calling back your own energy. This is why we talk about self-love all the time when it comes to twin flames. Love yourself fucking hard. Love the fuck out yourself unconditionally. I know it's easier said than done. and balance these two sides. And whoever your twin flame is, they will literally turn up, they will gravitate towards you, because your own energy is addictive when you are in love with it. And then you could be like, all right, well, why aren't twin flames together then? It's because one of the twins either hasn't started that at all, or is still climbing, you know, with that. And again, yes, everyone is, but it does reach then a certain point where it'll be enough. But that's why I'm always saying, like, you know, masculine energies need to realize that they don't need to be perfect before coming to their feminine, like, far from it. You know what I mean? Because who is ever going to be perfect? And far from that, if there is major drama, which there often is around time, major, especially Leo season, major drama or conflict or pain. I mean, it's like that day on the Sunday. Remember on the Sunday when I said, oh, look, there's two panthers on the panther's another one of my, I wouldn't say it's my power animal, but it is a strong animal I work with, and it's a lot of people I work with. Big cat kind of energy trying to work with you, really. But yeah, it was like that Sunday when I said, you know, I was in my bed and I just was like, I just really want to cuddle him. Like, and I still don't know what that was about. Again, I was channeling the Mother Mary energy, but it was a very strong, and then, like, you know, I mean, anything could have happened. Like, you could have, like, I hope not, but like he could have lost someone in his life, or something heartbreaking's happened, or it could have been an anniversary or something, like, could be absolutely anything. But it was like, you know, rather than kind of like having other feelings, or like, you know, just wanting to kiss her, it was just that it was just like really wanting to give somebody a hug. And Claire's just came on the TV again. I can't deal. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's one of my power animals in my heart too. Protection from a powerful friend, doing something risky and taking a chance. And all of that came from me saying to you, would you fucking let me help you and you can square me up later? The only difference with that, when you're talking about twin flame, if we're specifically talking about my one, it's not as if I'm going to be like, right, cough up, I've just helped you. You can pay me in other ways. I'm only joking. Well, I'm not actually joking about the last bit. But right, so that's just for fun. Let me just see what you're saying. Sorry, because I wasn't really. Goosebumps, thank you. You're very welcome. I think I'm doing a bit of a Mel Robbins live coaching. I think this is what might happen quite a lot, by the way. Wolfie is my power animal. The first animal I saw in the first one. Yeah, I remember that when you first spoke on the YouTube. You've raised my frequency. I'm so grateful. You've no idea how much you've helped me. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I'm glad. Well, we can't have people being sad on here. Not on the party, you know. And look, it's actually raised my frequency, because I was like, I wasn't feeling sad, but I was feeling fucking exhausted. Well, that makes sense. Shared power animals, we are one. Exactly. Be interesting how many other people could, maybe I've said that because other people be like, holy fucking shit, man. I'll be pissing myself. My twin flame turns up in like fucking 10 years. And this power animal, and he likes penguins or something. I'm like, all right, well, that fucking throws that one out then, doesn't it? But you see, even if he doesn't like those animals, it might be like what I've had to do with you. Like, kind of talk about it, but oh, yeah, actually, it was just kind of like, right, I'll tell you, this happened. It was really quite cool. I've been seeing the tigers everywhere. I think this was during the pandemic, like the very start of it, and or halfway through or something. And my best friend had just been at the zoo with her kids, and she came in, and I was like, you know, I said my best friend, I was like, what's your favorite animal? Like, you know, what animals did you like seeing the most at the zoo? And I was like, if she says tiger, and she said the tiger, and I was like, that's fucking weird. Oh yes, I have got to go and pee. But do you know what I mean? There's something in it. So it might not be that the person's really drawn to those animals, but it's like me with I mean, I like tigers, but it's not like I can claim I like tigers my whole life. But I do connect them very strong now. But I feel that was me connecting more with my feminine energy, actually. I kind of swap in between. I don't see the wolf as like masculine and the tiger as feminine. I kind of think I just said it like that, so maybe it is like that. But I mean, I kind of, it's, and with me, it's kind of like I see both as both. And it's kind of like how I keep saying, I just actually, like, the more time has went on, I'm like, God, me and him are actually really similar. Like, really, really similar. But I mean, I'm not saying that with a puzzled face anymore. But that's where it's like, it's quite interesting because I would say he would say this. I would say he would say the same, but he wouldn't have the whole time. Like, but I bet when the penny dropped, and you've just said drop, it will be that. Wolf is my grand. You're a natural leader. Allow yourself to take charge of the situation you find yourself in. Yeah, and look what I've had to do. And this is what Wolf and Tiger's about. That's why I'm sitting here on YouTube in my jammies. I mean, the jammies hasn't got really, that's just the me bit. But it's like, it's why I had to get comfortable that I was going to have to be a leader in these times through the darkness, because the wolf to me is about leading people through the darkness, and they're both very protective. But like I was saying, I'm a reluctant leader because but I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? And I enjoy it as well. Like, this is like, really, I just feel like tonight it's like I'm in that chilled vibes. I really just feel like I'm in, I don't know if we'd call it counselor or coach mode. It's a bit of both. Like, I do love listening to people. It's a little bit harder when I'm reading the comments because I get a bit sick of the sound of my voice. But obviously the voice heals, you know, it heals people. So that's interesting because Tiger is feminine. Oh yeah, look, I've just read that now. Yeah. So, and then that makes sense, Charlotte. So I hadn't read your comment yet, and I was just like, oh, I see it's both. But I did say Tiger's feminine, wolf is masculine. But I think it's because with wolf is actually both. So do you mean? But that makes sense of my theory, because I felt when I really connected with the tiger more, it was when I started massively balancing my feminine energy, like, you know, doing that more, activating all of my womb healing was when I was gifted the womb healing, which, like I say, not too many people in the world actually do that. Like, I mean, nobody does what I do like I do it. And again, you both know, because I've both given you like soul retrievals, you know what I mean? So it's, I very much, I mean, even my own shamanic teachers are like, you know, I don't do the whole blowing on top of the head and that. It's just my energy, because I don't actually think that's the, I don't really, it is the shaman part and it isn't. It's when I work with the galactic beings as well. Well, did you see how fast I healed Jennifer's throat? And again, it wasn't me, it was them through me. And my friend actually had channeled that to me a few years ago, that those light beings were going to work even faster through me. And that's why when they're not like, people are going to notice that. But obviously we're not, I've not got, and again, that's like I say, that's when I get a bit kind of, oh god. But then it'll start happening to lots of other people. But it's I'm meant to be a teacher of it because I've been like this my whole life. Obviously bits of it got heightened, but I'm just so used to it. It's like a lot of people learned how to read cards and learn astrology and all that literally through watching me in the Facebook groups I was in and just watching me channel. And it's because I would have acted a lot of people's channeling abilities just from watching me on the YouTubes or the lives. But some people won't even connect the dots with that. Do you know what I mean? Yes, that's interesting because my tiger's feminine. She's mothering and loving whenever we journey together. But that is, I think it's, you know, it's, you could make it anything, but I think tiger is typically, it is feminine. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I mean, Charlotte. Did you hear when I said that I've not scrolled to the other comments. That's why I think I hesitate when, like, although you show up in front of me, it's like you, to be honest, personally, when we do that whole you know, it's not a theory because it's true, because there's about a million of you that it's the same fucking thing happens. It's like you are my twin flames feminine energy. So I always kind of remember, I think I've joked about that being like, it'd be quite funny if you ask me what, and he knows your names and shit like that. It'd be funny. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're really quite sweet, you know what I mean? And it's yeah. People are going to find that really fucking weird because I'm saying, do you know what I mean? But we know what it means, don't we? It's just weird. We are all connected. I really resonate with the shamanic teaching. Charlotte, I get your tiger as you described, feels like your energy. Oh, look, and then what you're saying to her. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like, Charlotte is very lovely. I mean, you're very lovely too, Michelle. You're fucking lovely, hilarious, love. Charlotte's pretty funny too, actually. We're all fucking hilarious, guys. You know what I'm saying? We're all fucking hilarious. People are missing out. You know what I mean? It's a Charlotte, Michelle, and Claire show. I'm just going to see every time it's us three, I'm going to sing that. Come join the tigers and the wolves. Oh no, I'm going into fucking crazy energy again, but it's pretty funny. Oh shit, I still need to pee. See what I mean? I'm in suspended dimension time, but I'm like, I can hold the pee in, but that's really not very good. My counsellor and me would be like, don't do that, it's not good for you. But I do need to read the comments and then I'll pee. I feel so relieved having the positive insight regarding the job. I have dropped the fear. Wow, fuck. Right, okay. Why have I only got 329 subscribers when I help people like that? Sorry, that's just, it's true though. Do you know what I mean? You were feeling like shite, now you feel better. Do you even need to book a session? You know what I mean? Fucking doing myself out of money here. But should your vibrations, oh my God, of course. Should your vibrations start to drop again, and then I need to say what I said before I was going to forget, do what I said. If your money's not showed up yet, have the session, pay me later. Charlotte, same with you. If you ever feel you're needing a session for something, say, can I give, you know, because I know that you aren't going to take the piss and fucking pay me back 3 months later or something, or, you know what I mean? It's like, I know that because you allow me to help you, being honoured that I'm trusting you that much. Because it's like I'm in a situation like that with quite a few people right now where, you know, and the guilt does creep up, you know, because it's all about trust. And it's about, look, I trust you. I know you're not going to fuck me over. At least I've got a few people that I've got that situation with. And some of it's a lot of money, by the way. But I'm not worried because it's like I trust people. But don't go getting ideas, all the random folk on the internet. But the thing is, like, I create a sacred shamanic circle and space around these. So like I say, even when people are watching these after or live, that haven't got good intentions, well, I don't just fucking work with anyone, do I? Like, I'm going to suss you out as much as you're going to suss me out, people out there that I don't know very well. So that's why I show so much of myself, that you'll get, hopefully you can see that I'm trustworthy and I'm not a dick and I'm actually far too fucking reasonable, but it does pay off, no pun intended for me, because like I say, I don't need to do that, but I just always think, well, people always help me out like that. So and it always gets said to me, when I remember getting a mediumship reading once, and he said, yeah, you'll have people that do have a lot of money coming to you and people that have like next to nothing, or their money's quite like up and down, and you've got to gauge who, you know, who's genuine and who's not. That happens a lot. And who to trust and who to not. Like I say, most of it works. It just works. And that's and most business people would be like, oh my God, that's terrible, you can't work like that, isn't it? But they're not that, it's not their calling. Like, this is my calling. Like, I think I'm probably going to be filming a fucking course about money or something, but then I think I'm not, because I think the money system of the world's all going to change. But maybe if that takes years to change, maybe I will, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just letting this all flow through. Yes, and I mean, yeah, and that I like the way for others, yeah. And what I always say with my wolf, I like the way for others with the wolf and the torch, you know what I mean? We all like the way for others. We're fucking light workers. Oh, he know me. CCC's, yes, the CCC show, exactly. The Triple C show. What the fuck? Disregard Triple C. Don't know what I was thinking. What do you mean? Oh yeah, you're an M. That's funny. I didn't even click. Well, I am CC because that's my initials. I'm actually CMC. You know what I mean? And that would be us, the CMC show. And then that's quite clever because it's my initials. Claire Marie Carroll. Right, guys, I really need to pee right now, right? So I'm just gonna leave you, just chat amongst yourselves. And if anyone new comes in, you can just say hi and just be like, do you like wolves and tigers? And if they're like, no, I like snakes, I'll be like, well, that's one of Claire's power animals too. So anyway, right, I'm going to do that. So I'll just be like 5 minutes or something. You can play on broken strings. You can tell me anything. I'm making up the words. Let me hold you for the last time. It's the last chance to feel again. But you broke me, now I can't feel anything. That was quite good, wasn't it? It wasn't amazing. I'm not going to go an X Factor, but it was all right. When I love you, it's the one true. I can't even convince myself. When I'm speaking, it's the voice of someone else. I fucking think this is the voice of I fucking think this is the voice of someone else. Oh, that's kind of weird, by the way. I try to forgive, but it's not enough to make it all okay. You can play on broken strings. You can't feel anything. I don't know why this is on my phone. I don't have that in my lights. I don't have that. How's that came on my phone? I don't have that in my lights. I don't have that in my like songs. This is the fucking breakups again. This isn't Twin Flames. This is like, you can't play this. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, the truth hurts. Oh, the truth hurts and life's worse. How can I give any more when I love you a little less than before? I can't stop it. It just won't stop. I think it's going to be, honestly, I just think it's going to, look guys, this was a terrible idea. This is because I jumped to timeline. And my fucking highest self's a Raj. Like seriously, she's fucking crazy, man. She's wild. I'm going to have to jump back to the timeline, like when we started this. Do you know what I mean? I'm really joking. There's no going back. There's no going back. But this is what I meant about until I let that out, I'll not reunite with my twin flame. And again, like you say, listen, he can be pretty nuts as well. Like on a few nights out, I've seen him going a bit wild. I just felt that at the top of my head. Like it's fucking Saturday night. Maybe he's out cutting about a fucking discourse. It's Saturday night, isn't it? That's funny. Right, guys. I really do need to go and pee now before I pee myself. And I think that would be a little bit unprofessional, highly embarrassing. But let's face it, I could hide it from you if I pee. I'm not going to do that. I'm only joking. That's a step too far. Sorry, that's a step too far. But it was quite funny. Right. Shaman's gone wild, exactly. Oh. I'm calling in the coyote spirit. That was quite a good hit. I'm kind of liking the new me, by the way. I gave 0 fucks for it. I'm just like, I'm giving fucking 0 fucks for fertility. Well, that's highly unlikely to happen when one isn't having sex, but thanks for that message. Who's that for? Inspiration, the hunter. Ah, but that's when the divine masculines is coming towards you. Or you going towards what you need to do. Present power, fuck off. Oh, I can't even deal. Tiger and a wolf. Well, it's not a fucking, what am I trying to say? It's a tiger and a lion, sorry. But somebody's, power animal may be a lion. I know it is for some of my clients, but can be any 2 animals by your side. It's what I said about retrieving your masculine and your feminine energy. It's what I'm saying is possibly the #1 session that people really need to be booking with me if they're on my radar and they want to be with their twin flame is that soul retrieval if they haven't had it with me. And there's not really too many people that I have done it with, to be honest, because it's a big one. And if people haven't worked with me that many times, there'd be other soul retrievals that they need with me before doing that. And I just, it's, yeah. But I would say if anybody is strongly pulled to do that, I think that's why they made me go into teaching about that. And it's like, so that for the people that are out there that have never done a Zoom session with me at all, you have to watch my recorded shamanic journeys to get used to the way that I work. I would even just the once, and then I will do that session with you. But I'd kind of judge it. I would say, yeah, I think people need to have a couple of sessions with me before doing that. But yeah, that must be right. But present power anyway. I love zero fucks, Claire. Yeah, I love her too. I loved her before, but I love her even more now. It's just pretty entertaining. It's entertaining. Right, anyway, right, I'm really going now. I'm going now. So just, can you just hold the fort? C and M. That is funny because it is my Claire Marie. Can you hold the fort? And if anyone happens to pop on and be like, what the fuck's going on? Can you just tell them that we're having an interval? I mean, I could put the Spotify on. I'm not going to be that long. Where's my... Right, what was I going to do? I need to get the colour deck. I just need to tell myself. I need to get the colour deck. I'm not exactly going to forget I need a pee and I'm putting the kettle on. So, I mean, 5 minutes. I might not even be, I might be 4 minutes. But please hold. Yeah, I could even type person in. I could type person in. You can just tell them. I mean, it's fine. Right. Yes, because it actually looks like, I mean, it's like my bloody, I've got a belly because I need to pee that much. Right, cards. Right, I still need to find the cards I wanted to. I don't need to, but I wanted to find the colour cards. Right, I'll put that there. See, it's quite funny. I really quite like. It's like I've created the vibe that people say. Every house I've ever lived in, people have always said that it feels really safe and cozy, and it's because the spirit loved ones and the guides that are always around me. Like, you mean, it's the wee setup that I create in my living room, which is where I am right now. And then when it's the white wall, I'm in my wee office. But It's quite funny, like, do you mean when I'm in my jammies, I think it's even more. For fuck's sake, where are those colours? I'm so tired, I can't think. Well, here's animal cards. We don't go with the meditation. We don't go with the meditation. Rabbit. Recognize your significance. You see that? That's literally true. That's what I'm here to do as well, is to see you. It's quite funny because I'm not on the screen yet. I feel like yous aren't here either. Maybe you're not. Look, recognize your significance. Like, I'm here to help people recognize you matter, like you are significant. And obviously, hopefully you do know that you are, but you mean a lot of people don't, and they need to be like, do you realize how amazing you are? Like that, you're a swan. You're acting like you're a regular, I don't know, all birds are beautiful, so I don't want to put down any birds. Demonstrate grace and majesty. Archangel Bobke. The angels in this are so random. Grey squirrel. Who's with somebody not talking about squirrels the other day? Remember I said my pal always sends me shit shagging squirrels. Find new ways of solving problems. Oh, where are those colour cards? Panda. See? Panda. Stay balanced in your essence. And there's like the blue rose, like the Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Christ, wide leg coats. Look, pandas. That's balance. Cow. With unconditional love and grace, but they are quite random, aren't they? I'll use them. I'm not meant to use those cards. I can't find them. If I was meant to, I'd find them. Right. See what I mean? That's just how I live my life. If it was meant to happen, it would. But I don't go down the negative route that some people like. I could be like, oh, well, if it's meant to happen with him, it would have by now. No, I don't see it like that. It just wasn't time yet. Still isn't time, or he'd be here and I wouldn't be fucking on here. Right. I'm only joking. Well, I'm not. I probably am joking. Not on a Saturday night at like 1:45, you know. Right. So let's shuffle these. Are people here? Did anyone arrive in the time that I had a wee break? Sorry, my nose is really itchy. And that's when loved ones and spirit are wanting to talk. And it's also going to be 11:44. That looked like I was picking my nose. I'm not. I was itching the inside of my nose. It's just like the door creaked when I went to get the cards, and I was like, I hope people don't think I was like fucking. It's funny. I'll watch it back and I'll see. That really would be a bit too comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Right. So I'm kind of here waiting for a taxi for my mum. All right. Well, don't feel like you have to. Right. So, well, for whoever wants to get involved in this, but actually, shit, before we do this, so yeah, if anybody watching this, so I don't imagine it's live but I mean, I was going to do it that I would be around on the Zooms if people wanted to have a chat about doing, like either doing the deeper work with me, or like even if someone hadn't had a session and they wanted to, just meet me one-to-one for like a wee 15-minute chat and ask me about, but definitely for some of the people that ask about the deeper things, but yeah, I can't, like, you know, it's like it's a bit late. So like say if anyone, like, so I don't think that's anyone on here right now. So just what to do is do that email, like, email me I've lost my words, soulfamwolfpack@gmail.com, or like if if you've got me on the Facebook Messenger, not Instagram, because to be honest with you, if people have messaged me there, I'm fucked, because I've literally not been on it since November. I just figure, right, if people want to get in touch with me, they can. Not most people have got me on both. Baby, I got your back just flashed up. Yeah, you know what I mean? You just popped up on my screen. Hello, Majestic 12. Where are you from? What gender are you? Are you a twin flame? These are the 3 top questions. I'm about to do a wee, it might be a very wee meditation, but I'm about to just do a wee, well, actually, to be honest with you, I said I was going to do a meditation, and actually I've just done the clearing by talking to you. Did you notice that? That's actually, they were showing you that as well, that I was going to do it as like, right, close your eyes and I'll clear your energy, but I ended up just doing it by doing it with the cards and listening. This is what I say, like, you know, a lot of the healing sessions that I do with people, it isn't always, yeah, like sometimes I'm not really doing that much, but I am, you know what I mean? It's like what I said the other day, I'm doing stuff in the energetic levels, but I just clear energy just by listening, and I usually do a few cards. Oh, I can't even say that place. Aurora? I can't say that. How do you pronounce that? Can you spell it phonetically? Is that too much to ask? New Zealand though. Yeah, I suppose that's the biggest thing. If anybody wants to get the package, you'll get the bonus, the audio that literally changed somebody's life. Again, you can read the review, but it doesn't even do it justice. And actually the other women have done that for as well. I've done 2 audios for 2 women that wanted weight loss, and yeah, that worked amazingly for them too. And I think maybe they did write me a review. This is what I mean. I think they're lost in my emails or in my phone. But I'll more just kind of use them when I'm promoting, because I think I'm going to do that as I'm going to do that as a challenge in itself, because it's really, that was when I done the divine detox, which by the way, I've done that last September. So I might actually run this very same course again in September. But yeah, so if anybody, so like I'm saying, if anyone was going to do that, then you'd get that as the bonus. But really it's just, I think it's more going to be, because I didn't give people a lot of warning, it's going to be people that had their eye on working with me anyway, or people that were wondering what to do in a session haven't worked with me, or it's going to be on replay. And yeah, so just ask me. Right, what card do we need right now? And then I think I'll get going. I would love to weight release and better mobility, but wondering if it's a part of the self-love journey. Yeah, but you see, that's where, I mean, you can talk about that with me in private, Charlotte, but that's where anybody interested in that, because you won't be alone, that's actually, again, I don't want to name people, but one woman that it's exactly what you're saying. Everybody's, that's what's for everyone, but it's, yeah, how I got that person to do that was through specific, it was in the package that I'm doing on this, but it's because I've got a specific system. And like you say, it does involve, like I could just do it hypnotherapy alone, because I'm not just a hypnotherapist. I weave everything that I do into it. So it's quite, it's like everything I do, it's hard to explain. But typically with hypnotherapy anyway, weight loss, it has to be done over 4 sessions. But it's like I've had guidance on everything that I do, really. Not everything, but a lot of the things I do, it's better if it's over 4 sessions. A, because of how long my sessions are now, and I need to be better compensated for it. And B, because it's just a lot of energy to give out in one. So I'm not even meaning monetary wise, but yeah, monetary wise, it's energy wise. Because if I sit there for all that time, then I'm going to be knackered the next day and blah blah blah. But yeah, it is that. It's like when I'm thinking about that particular, well, there's 2 clients. Well, there's more than 2, but 2 just popped in my head. The first one, we done in the first session, we gathered what her goals were, which is quite funny because I'm actually catching up with her next week, and well, I'd actually really love her to come and share like what I've done with Jennifer, but I'll find out if she wants to do that. And then actually that would be brilliant in itself too, because actually, wait a minute. Yeah, so again, don't say people's names or anything, but you actually, yeah, like she shared. Yeah, it was one of the people, remember, it was like somebody shared in the challenge. So, but like I'd done that bit, and then and then so it's no, it's but it's not, because it's never just about. And I like the way you said that, because did you hear me? You probably know that yourself, but it's like I say that all the time. See, when it comes to weight loss, it's actually, you've got to say what you just said, like to release it. Because when you lose something, it almost indicates you want to find it again. And most people don't want to find it. Like, I fucking lost weight and then I found it again. Do you know what I mean? I was like, shit. And then I did order a Tesco breakfast at the end of the day. It's because I deserved it after whatever the fuck that was last night. I was like, I'm fucking having a Tesco breakfast. But yeah, it's good to say to release it for the wording around it. But yeah, basically I gather what somebody's goal is and gather all the information. So it's that's just the information gathering session, I would call it. And then the next consecutive sessions, I specifically do it, I'll find out what's personal to you and what is going to fit. But it's had great success. Like, that is why I either just keep doing it. I can always do it personally with someone one-to-one if they don't want to do it, but I do kind of want to do it in a group at some point. But I just don't, I don't know when I'd get around to it, because I was trying to work out with my assistant the other day. I was like, I don't normally call that, but I did. Maybe I'll start saying my PA, my guardian angel. Like, what time of year? Because I was like, this is not a very good time of year, is it? Because it's like, I think it probably would be like after the summer, but then no, because then you'd say people want to just sort of hunker down for the winter. I think it's just, and then I don't know, see what I mean? Because you could be like, well, January, February, I don't know if people can be arsed because it's that cold and you just want to, I just want to eat all the time. You know what I mean? Because it's still winter. It's probably would be around spring. So what the fuck was I doing in the spring? Anyway. Yeah, but no, but yeah, I mean, this is one of the things you can. You know what I mean? You can ask me more about it, but that's generally it. It works. And like I say, I can update you on it. I know for a fact that client I'm talking about has just went from strength to strength to strength. But I did do a lot of soul retrievals with her prior. But like I say, it's all soul retrieval. Every one of those sessions is soul retrieval. It's just I change it a bit, and it was more coaching and hypnotherapy. Yeah, but I can't even change that, because it's all that. It's always that. Because it's always once relocate, why something, and then it's because it was with every person I can think of that I've done that with, it was always linked to self-worth. So once I help somebody with a self-worth, the weight just drops off. It's why when I done my divine detox challenge, everyone on that wanted to lose weight, including me, but it was very much about the physical clutter, a lot of it as well, and the emotional and the mental and the spiritual. And my God, again, I was about to say lazy, but I banned the word lazy. It's just I'm quite relaxed, but I don't know that I did gather review. I think I always meant to, and I don't know that I did, but I'm still very close to all these people so I could. But it's just, I more just talk about the transformations that they had, but actually, not everyone can share. But two of them probably could at some point. I've had a vision of them sharing on the video. So anyway, sorry, it's a bit wordy, but because that's what Jennifer never said that, actually. Jennifer never said that in the interview, but we spoke about that off camera, that she did. Oh, that would have been quite good. But anyway, I'm saying it now. She did hesitate on doing my divine detox because she was like, oh, I don't know, it's a big investment and all that. And then she was gutted because one of the soul family members that loved it, and just she's got so much out of it. Like that's, that person always speaks about that they had a lot of trauma around food and spending money on herself. And now she's got a better connection with food, loves herself more, treats herself better, puts her boundaries up. She's also done therapy too, actually. And what was the other thing I said? There's probably something else I can't even think of. But yeah, it was massive. For each person it was. The other person's my friend that was saying, when I was saying yesterday that she's just found her voice and doesn't take shite from anyone. And she just wasn't like that before. I mean, she would say that herself, and that's why she was thanking me yesterday, she was thanking me again today. you know, today and yesterday just being like, that's all down to the work I've done with you. And like, I mean, I'm really glad when people acknowledge it, because like I say, it's, you know, people don't always acknowledge it. Right. And look at that. Victim consciousness. Take off your mask. Let's read them both. So we're not in Cancer season anymore, but sexuality is behind sexuality is behind it. And patience. Sure, there's a joke there, but 23, that's today. Maybe somebody doesn't need to be patient too much longer. Well, that could also be the 23rd of April. Wonder if that's somebody's birthday. What numbers are these? 12 and 12th of November, 11th of December, 11 and a 12. Right, so 11 and 12. Let's read these. Oh, shit, I didn't do. I'll do it when she's here, actually. Yeah. I'll do Shakira's message the next time she's on. So, right, I've opened it up at victim consciousness. Right, so stop blaming others and take responsibility for what you're creating. It's easy to think that life, by the way, these are a bit of like this is why I like them. They're really kind of like, fucking say what you mean, why don't you? It's easy to think that life is unfair and point the finger at others. If you hear yourself saying, life is unfair, bad things always happen to me, I'm not good enough, nobody cares about me, why me? I can't do what I want to do, then you're losing your power, nourishing your victim aspect and ascertaining your place in the victim club. Your inner victim can stop you from moving forward by creating dramas, making you judge others, telling you that you don't deserve better, and keeping you stuck in a financial rut. Well, I have spoken about this tonight. You need to build your internal confidence, self-worth, and I just mentioned self-worth, and courage. Get out of your comfort zone, which is what this week's been about. Love it. That's why we're wrapping it up with this, obviously. And work on expanding and growing in all areas of your life. And this is why I was saying that about the little baby steps and the just being able to get better at your discipline. And you see, this is why, it all goes back to what I said about the boundaries and the therapy. And that's why Jennifer's interview, I think, really gets that across to anybody who wonders why I always say that. It's because it's about your self-concept. And me helping Jennifer reframe her self-concept and, you know, basically accept herself. You know, because Jennifer was like, you know, after we both watched it as well, it was like, that was really natural. Like the two of us were really natural. I really loved that. Do you know what I mean? And she was like, oh, I'm really glad I've done that. And I mean, so even just it's weird, but I mean, even just the process of, it's not weird, but I've helped a lot of people really get over being seen. Do you know what I mean? Like even just doing that, because it is very brave. Like all the women that you saw that shared in my live challenge in the private group, although it was in a private group, there wasn't too many people in it. What was there, like 22 or something, 22, and then one of the other times it was only 16, or, you know, but still it's a lot of women, a lot of women that people didn't know. Some people did know each other, and that was brave. And I know for a fact that when I let people share on video there, that was a big deal for every single person, but it's actually helped them with then their work in the world, because if they hadn't have done that there, it was a part of them being seen and sharing their voice and what they do. So although Jennifer is an example of she's not doing the mediumship work yet, I'm a seer and I know that she's meant to be and she will be and she is gonna. So it's like that's a step on her journey to being seen. You know what I mean? So it's like I help people where they're at. So if people haven't got that big a fear around it, great. But it's like, you know, I've done that for ages, and it is because of things like I was going on the underground kind of live streaming platforms that nobody knew about before anyone else, before I went on Facebook Live. And so it's like I build myself up in increments, so I know how to build other people. It's kind of, actually, Charlotte, it's like what I remember when I said about that £99 thing as well. Like, you know what I mean? And that was like, I'd heard that from other people, but it's the concept does make sense. It's like, you know, it's all these people that are saying, these big coaches saying to charge these big massive numbers and that. But if somebody's actually not believing that inside themselves, and therefore they're then going to avoid getting the clients, it's actually just going to keep somebody more stuck. So like, that's where my honesty can all, I would say it helps people better for people that are more suited to me, because it's like, you know, basically the work that I do, the work that you do, the work that we all do, whoever does, you know, or the work that you're going to do is priceless. But there's no point in somebody putting a big price on something and then not, you know, not talking about it, because they're just kind of like, oh no, nobody's going to pay that. Whereas if you find the sweet spot that it's like, right, that's a bit of a climb, you know, it's a bit of a stretch for me to do that, but I'm going to put it out there and see how it goes. And then you'll find what works, because then you'll start attracting the clients. And that's where I think these other kind of people, you know, just miss the mark a little. I don't know, that's just mad. And it has worked. I've helped loads of people out of that victim consciousness. But also it's because I look at their chart as well and I can see what's going to work. The light side of the victim archetype is the victorious part, which can help you to hold your power without getting angry and attacking others. It can also assist you to create healthy boundaries. Oh, that's funny. And act from a place of honesty, integrity, compassion, and love. Basically everything I've spoke about all week, and I spoke about it at the start. Right, okay, let's visualize our inner victim. So close your eyes. And I'm just going to, because I like to do this with everything, close your eyes if you want to. Don't close your eyes if you're driving, if it's another time somewhere else. Oh, it's the 0 point here. We can start again. That's probably going to mean something for someone else. Reset. Right, close your eyes. I want you to breathe in, telling yourself relax. Breathe out, telling yourself release. Breathe in, telling yourself relax. And breathe out, telling yourself release. And I want you to imagine a cloud of mist forming above the top of your head. And that cloud of mist has the power to dispel any negative energies and entities and anything not serving you at this time. Anything of your own, other people's, anything of the world energy. Because a lot of that can fall into that kind of lack victim consciousness. We can all do that. I mean, to me, it's that is when I would say people are still associating with the old earth that's dying out. And especially divine masculine energies, like she can fall into it. They can fall into it easier. Or you can fall into it easier if you resonate with that. So it's about consciously connecting into the fun. And you know, whether you listen to my meditations or you do a meditation your own, or just say to yourself, right, actually, what would be fun right now? What feels like playing in the moment? That's new earth to me. And I want you to imagine that cloud of mist falling all the way over your head, over your eyes, relaxing your eyes, but not so much that you could open your eyes. If you wanted to open your eyes, you absolutely could. You're in full control. But because you just want to relax and allow the energy to flow, you just allow it to go over your eyes, down over your shoulders. I'm going to say this bit a bit quicker so I'm not here all night. Down over your heart, your higher heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, because sexuality was one of the cards. Your root chakra. I want you to imagine all of that crap that you're going to let go on every level is gathered at your root chakra. And I want you to imagine roots of a tree growing down, down, all the way down. And then just release all that energy down with the roots of the tree to the bottom of Mother Earth, however you imagine that to be. And then we're going to thank Mother Earth for taking away your pain, keeping you with the lessons, because like I've been to weave it into what I've been channeling about tonight and sharing my own experience. Not all coaches that talk about abundance and money would suggest doing things the way that I do it. But I've dabbled in certain advice I've had, and I've, you know, pieced together the puzzle pieces of the way other people do things, the bits that don't like, do like, you know, and I do my own thing. And that's really what I do with everything in life. And like, because I happen to feel if I didn't share so openly about my own struggles with everything in life, people wouldn't relate to me like they do. So, you know, that's how I am the way I am. So you have to be the way that you are. I want you to disconnect from the fear, lack, negativity, the old earth. And I'm going to click my fingers so don't get a fright. And then connect to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance of your masculine and feminine within. Therefore, you attract healthy, balanced relationships, knowing where you start and the other person begins, keeping your boundaries with everyone. And if you keep doing that in life, eventually you'll bump into your twin flame, because they will start to mirror you, or they've been doing that and you'll mirror them, whatever the deal is. Bit of both. But the more the feminine energy sorts her boundaries out and stops allowing herself to be so nice to everyone and putting other people before herself, then the masculine will start to do the same. But you have to do that within you. Both apply. So I want you to visualize your inner victim. Ask to be aware of when you're acting like a victim. So just get a sense. I'm going to, you know, weave this in with my own stuff. So just get a sense of whether your inner victim might be a part of your inner child, or another age. Or that's interesting. I'm even getting like, you might even see you, but like you in a past life. And if you don't see or sense anything just now, then don't worry. You could watch this bit back. We could tag it in the comments after, and you could watch this bit back on the replay, or you may get insight later on in your sleep. But just trust that that inner victim is there. And I want you to ask your inner victim to show you how you could behave in a more empowered way. How do you need to think, feel, and act to be empowered? And remember, whatever you get from my work, I literally am about empowering people. I take people from their wounded inner child to their empowered inner child. On a daily basis, ask yourself, am I acting from an empowered, victorious perspective or a victim perspective? I think I pulled this the other day. I'm going to get you to keep your eyes closed, and I'm going to read the other one, which is 11. 11 is a TWINFLAMES number. Take off your mask. Stop trying to appear different to who you really are. It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. And again, we're all twin flames here, unless there's people watching that aren't a twin flame. And that is what twin flame, really, I'd say that's the last bit. When you take off your mask and you be who you are, as a song comes on called Real Talk. Too funny. That's when it, you know, the twin flame won't be far away. And you could be like, oh, well, I've been being like that for ages, so where are they? But that's why they made me share about me, because I've been being honest for years now. And I'm like, oh, where the hell's mine? But it's because it's why I told the story last night about the, anyway, we watched last night's one about the, you know, the mirrorings happened. No, why were you not here? Were you not doing the other one? I'm still in it. People are still meant to have their eyes closed. Like you're meant to just be, well, you're not meant to be, but I was just going to read this while I'm like, basically when I start telling the stories while I'm still reading this, weave it in, it's part of it, it's the energy clearing. But I mean, you can open your eyes, you want, but I wouldn't, because if you've done the other bit, I need to bring you out of it. So, oh God, you go really deep, don't you, Charlotte? Right, anyway, I'll carry on, because I'm bringing people out of this in a minute. Well, probably not a minute. So basically, yes, with twin flames, because like I say, the majority of people tuning into this are going to want to know this information, but it shouldn't be new. All right, fine. We'll just you carry on chatting. I'm in the meditation. Yeah, that's why I explained that earlier. For me personally, so you'll have to gauge it with your own situation. But again, if you need someone to help you with that, that's my literal, that is all I do with my clients, is help them with anything twin flame related. I wasn't being my full self. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like, I've always, and this is the weird thing, I've actually always known that. I've always known that. I was like, right, I'm being enough of myself that surely that's a, but it's like, no, I knew I wasn't full beam. But like I say, in my opinion, like I am full beam now. So it doesn't mean like, oh, he's going to turn up like right away. But anyway, so whatever that means to people. So you cannot get the love and attention you are by craving, but you are craving by pretending to be someone you're not. So again, you see what I'm saying here? Until you are fully 100% yourself, that person won't show up in your life. Unless you're that all the time. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfections, fears, and vulnerabilities? I think that's very relevant to divine masculine energies within all of us, regardless of gender. Are you constantly doing things to please others, even if doing this does not work for you? That's why I always refer to myself as a reformed people pleaser, is why I'm good at helping you not be that anymore. This card indicates that you need time to get to know yourself and what is important in your life. You will know that you're evolving when other people's judgments of you no longer impact you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Don't hide your greatness because others will feel envious and resentful. Again, this is why I share all the time, not every time because it'd be a bit draining, but I share enough. I'd say at least one day of the week that's probably coming into something about that is what stopped me. Is that I knew I was going to lose friends and I knew that I would have a lot of envy around me if I really go for it. But in actual fact, again, with different people's specific situations, I need to help you again, but personally to work out, what to help you with. But that's always the case. So there's always going to be people envious of you when you're not at full beam. So you may as well be at full beam. Do you know what I mean? Like with whatever it is, like this is never going to go. Well, hopefully it does go away in the new earth. So it's like, what have you got to lose? But you really have to empower yourself and, face your fears and get to that feeling, of giving zero fucks, as I like to say it. You know what I mean? And everybody's on a journey to that, which is why I always stress anybody that ever, feels envious of me. Like I didn't just do this overnight. It has taken years, like a lot of you will be able to resonate with. So it's that kind of thing that I always say, never judge your day one as somebody's day whatever, because you don't know what day they're on. And also be compassionate to when you notice people doing that with you. That's like, oh, right, okay, yeah, okay. And then, it's we can do that with others and others can do that with us, kind of thing. Remember, every great leader, we were talking about that earlier, had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. And wow, I love that, because that's what I was saying earlier, is if it weren't for the people that gave me a chance when I didn't have, my money sorted out, or like say, even when I have got money, it's just the, it's the money management thing. A song called Day to Day has just come on. Yeah, money management day to day. It's like my mum still checks on me, like, have you paid this? Have you paid that? And it's everybody's got their things, and it's because I'm so in my heart and so intuitive and so up in the dimensions that these things can be a bit difficult in the physical. But like I say, I am so much better at that than what I was. So because I knew I needed to work on it. So whatever areas you need to work on, so which I noticed with a lot of people, it really is around trusting yourself. Because a lot of healers do struggle with that. You'll be able to get other people to trust and believe in themselves, no bother, but they'll neglect their own selves. And I know that because I've done it for years. And then up until the point where I didn't do it, you know what I mean? I recognise, wait a minute, I've helped all these people soar. And I feel stuck. And although I could still get stuck, I don't get stuck in the ways that I used to. When I get stuck, it's usually to teach me something, so I can come back and teach it, like, you know, the next week. But before, I'd be stuck in places for like years, or, you know what I mean? So, right. Now I'm going to read the other little meditation. So if you've still got your eyes shut, take a few deep breaths. No, we don't need to do that because some people might have even fallen asleep. Right, so reflect upon in which areas of your life you're wearing masks and not being authentic. Think of different situations that make you feel vulnerable. Imagine taking off the masks that you wear and speaking honestly, with kindness. Oh, I love this one actually. To a particular person who intimidates you. Now, before I read the next bit, and again, I just kind of change it a bit to make it my own. It would be very helpful because, like, say, I'm a twin flame healer, and I'd imagine most of you will be twin flames here. I feel a lot of twin flames intimidate each other. Like, I'd say it's fair to say that you intimidate your twin flame and your twin flame intimidates you. But it's just what I've noticed with working in the thousands of twin flames over the past 8 years, 8 years, is the other one won't always realise that. Sometimes you'll get people, and you do know it's that way both ways, but it's often you don't realise it. So you don't need to pick your twin flame. But I think what we'll do is we'll do the twin flame first, and then I'll give you an opportunity to call someone else for it. Because although I'm reading this from a book right now, this is very similar to how I do soul retrieval. So just know that we're doing a wee, I would call it a mini soul retrieval in here right now, because it's not one-to-one. But do let me know. That's what you could, this is what I say, when people haven't got a lot of money or they can't give back in any other way, that's how you can give back to me, is by letting me know in the comments that it helped you, and telling another, I was going to say another person about the channel, but if you've got other friends that are twin flames, because there's no point telling other people, right? Because it's like, it's not my niche, is it? So no, but seriously, if someone can't sleep or something, they could just listen to the shamanic journeys that are going to help them with anxiety and stuff, and clearing their energy from the dodgy shit in the world right now. And they don't need to tune in all the long-winded twin flame shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, so what I want you to do right now is, let's not fuck about. I want you to find yourself in a safe, sacred place. And I want you to imagine 2 chairs. And I want you to sit down on one of them. And then I want you to bring forward your twin flame's higher self, rather, to sit right in front of you. And for those of you that are like, well, I don't know who they are, well, just call forward their higher self, and just, that's hilarious. Something on the TV, it was just a woman landing in a man's arms. You can change the genders if it doesn't resonate, but yeah, just that. So if you do know them, great. If you don't, just call forward whoever your twin flame is and see them sitting in front of you, or sense them sitting in front of you in that chair. And I want you to tell them, now remember, you're not actually fit. Well, actually, this could literally happen. Like, this is the nature of this, because I'm an energy worker, energy healer. I'm going to get you to do this energetically. And like, say, I always open up the space, we're in that energy. You're going to do it energetically. And then literally this could be how your heart to heart, whether it's the first one or like, you know, another time further down the line, it could be, you might get really freaked out that it's literally what comes up. But even if it doesn't, the point is that the things that we don't say to, you know, the things that people often don't voice to one another, even in marriages and whatever and all this, and best friends and family, and, you know, lots of people don't tell each other how they truly feel, which again, not a good example of that, because I wear my heart on my sleeve. I really do tell people how I feel. This is why I'm good at teaching people it. But my biggest teacher is going to be my mirror reflection. Do you know what I mean? But I'm ready. I'm down for it. But I did start there a little bit. We've all got our things. So basically, yeah, I want you to call forward your twin flame's higher self, right? So you're both sitting on the chairs, staring into each other's eyes. That's the intimidating bit. Because if you're a true twin flame, staring into your twin's eyes should be quite intense. I mean, it can be intense in great ways, but it can be intense in intimidating ways as well, because you're staring at another part of yourself. It just said on the advert, you're on. So your twin flames higher selves are up for it. So I want you to do that right now. And I want you to just, from your heart to theirs, I want you to imagine, that's quite right. Okay, I'm just channeling this now. I'm channeling everything, but I'm not reading the book. I'm right. So I want you to imagine like an infinity symbol of unconditional love. So I'm going to imagine like a pink energy going from your heart to theirs. So if you know what the affinity symbol is, it's like an 8, you know, on its side. So when you imagine, I'm going to do a bit of energy clearing while you're doing this. Just keep imagining that pink unconditional love going from your heart to theirs. Because you're just buffering them up for what you're going to tell them about what intimidates you. And now I want you to just say openly and candidly, knowing that you're not going to hurt their feelings because you're talking to their higher selves, and then knowing and trusting that this will actually help the person, the physical person, understand your side of it. And then we're going to give them an opportunity to speak back to you. So we're going to deal with you first to them. So I want you to just allow yourself to just get everything off your chest about what intimidates you. What about your twin flame intimidates you about them, right? Go. And then when you hear me again, we'll do the next bit. Keep imagining the love going from your heart to theirs in that infinity. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is kind of like Tantra, but it's like I'm using my, my energy of doing that, but it's, you could do that at your own time, but so it doesn't need to get that kind of bit. It's really just about the unconditional love part right now. Right, so that should be enough time for you to have said at least a little bit. And if you need to say more, you can continue that on in your sleep later. I'm sure you will have kind of dreams about stuff like that, but keep your eyes closed. I want you to now allow your twin flame the time to tell you back what intimidates them about you. So when you hear my voice again, it'll be to bring this to a close, but and again, if you're not used to doing stuff like this, just enjoy the peace and quiet and the healing, and just trust that their soul is connecting you right now, and you'll get some kind of indication of that, like say for a dream or a synchronicity, or for some of you, if you found this in divine time and it was time, maybe I'm just the last bit. I mean, people might have just come across this randomly on the replay or live, and it was just that last bit that might lift something. And again, you better come back and share the the results in the comments if that happens. But right, so allow your twin flames higher self to say back to you what intimidates them about you. Cool. Keep the infinity love flowing from your heart to theirs. Right, same thing. Now I want you to, with you having both shared what intimidates you about each other, I want you to just feel how much better it feels to have just actually got that off your chest energetically. And perhaps you might even recognize that a lot of the stuff that you said to each other is either similar, scarily similar, or it almost seems a bit like, now that you've said it energetically, that actually when you face them in reality, all that stuff will just melt away. And it's the insecurities and the worries that all of us have. And it's just being twin flames that is more intense. And like I've said before, for some twin flames, it's very, very, very intense. And therefore separations will be longer. We all chose our journeys. And then I just want you to imagine that you're embracing one another, giving each other a cuddle. You can do whatever else you want, but this is a group thing, so just do that in your own time if you're going to take it further. That's so funny. It's probably because the next card was sexuality. I meant to read that as well. Recognizing that you are one soul. In two bodies, yes, but you are one soul. Just drew me the patience card as well, and it's got the 23 on it, and it was the 23rd when I started. It's not now. So hopefully that's made you feel a wee bit calmer and more at peace, but keep your eyes closed. I'm now going to guide us out of this. So I want you to just prepare yourself to come back into your body if you were getting involved in that live. And if you didn't get involved in it, and bear in mind, if you ever join in on my things and I'm in the middle of something, you can just ask to, you don't need to, basically what I'm saying is ask your guides, or just say, like, right, just close your eyes and join in when I'm doing it, and you'll feel the benefit. Or you can, if you prefer to wait until the replay, you can do that. But I happen to feel all of you that are very connected to me anyway, whether you know it or not. Your higher selves always come in and get involved in the healing. But anyway, so I'm going to prepare to bring us back for those that did go really deep. So I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And when I get to 2, you're going to think about opening your eyes. And when I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes, wide awake, back on the Zoom/YouTube. Well, I'm on the Zoom, you're on the YouTube. And for those of you that want to, drift off to sleep, if you've fallen asleep to this, then have a peaceful sleep where you can continue to engage with your twin flame in whatever way you see fit. If they want to, and believe me, the twin flame's higher self always wants to. It's the physical selves that might be running away, or you might be running away from them. And and then wake up tomorrow at whatever time you want it to wake up to, with a peaceful, lovely feeling. So, ready to come back now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, thinking about opening your eyes. 1, open your eyes, wide awake, awake, as I've pulled surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. And the energy of flow is divine feminine energy, which, regardless of whichever you identify with more, you have got that in you. It's just like it might be a bit more of a stretch to get into that energy if that's not your go-to. And there is a collective energy here about surrendering the drama. And remember, Leo season is drama. And it's Mercury in Leo too. Mercury's planet communication. So it is a lot of drama. Drama can be fun, but it can also just be draining. And I was picking up on a lot. I could hear it's quite interesting because it's like I can hear and sense the conversations of many twin flame couples, and there was like the collective energy was about that, surrendering the drama, and it was a lot about not wanting to bring the drama in to the twins' life, which probably makes sense why I keep saying that. Oh, and actually I've embodied it tonight when I was talking to Michelle, being like, because with anyone, it's like we don't want to bother someone with our stuff. But when somebody truly loves you and everything loves you, unconditionally love you, they actually want to. And it's really quite interesting because with myself, like I think about with all the interactions that I've had with all my best friends in particular over the years, and even some that aren't in my life anymore. Over the past like 20 years, people that have been, and people that are still my best friends, I really did have to battle with quite a few of my best friends to get them to understand that. And I did get through to most of them, but somewhere it was harder to. And and then I did have to accept that someone's only going to be able to allow the love, that unconditional love in from me to the extent that they've met in themselves. And therefore, I truly do believe that's why a lot of these people aren't in my life anymore, unfortunately, because they weren't willing. It's not they weren't, well, yeah, no, they weren't willing. You know what I mean? It's like if someone's not going to do the deeper shadow work, you're not going to meet yourself. And that's why I stress, like, it is tough on the twin flame journey, but you have to meet all aspects of yourself in order to then be with your twin flame. And I don't feel that you would be a true twin flame on this path if some part of you didn't want that. A song just came on called Good Love. Yeah, but then look, surrender resentments. But if you're holding resentments to anyone in your life, karmic friends, karmic partners, karmic jobs, karmic anything, and you're being pulled into the drama more than being pulled into the unconditional love, then you're not in the flow of going in the right direction. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. And hopefully will this help to whoever's in that, because it's just been, bringing you into the present moment to relax you. and surrender to the silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. And that's why I say to people, if you find it a bit difficult to do stuff like this, if you've just come across me or you've never really bothered with meditation or that before, but you heard Jennifer saying, or did she say that actually? I don't know if she did end up saying that on the Zoom. I think she did though. That oh no, she did. That yeah, she came on saying, "Oh, I can't meditate. I've never done." And I was like, "We'll see." Because whenever anybody, I like a challenge. You know, it's like whenever anybody says, "Oh, I can't do that," there's every chance I'm probably going to make them be able to do it. But with a lot of patience, like that, like look at what I just said. That is true with anyone in my life that has been pushing away love, like. Because I used to I've had loads of friends over the years that would be like, I didn't want to bother my problems with it. And then I can go the other way with it and I'd carry too much of people's burdens. And I learned the hard way with that too. But again, but like I say, I don't have any regrets. I've had amazing times with amazing friends at the time. And then it changes. And I don't hold resentment to anyone in my life. Even if it probably is for a lot of people, it's not the same back, but that's you know what I mean, it just shows how much work someone's done of themselves, and I'm proud that I have done a lot of work on stuff like that. It's not worth holding on to resentment because it will block your blessings, quite literally. It will block your money, it will block your true love, it will block your twin flame that is the true love. And we're not here for that anymore, guys. Right, anyway, I'm going to get off now because I feel the work is done here tonight. So, yes, if anybody does want to book that package, like I say, it's Sunday now. You can get the free 10-minute audio when you buy the package, or and it'll be in the links after. Or like I say, you can always just book a normal session or any of the other things on the schedule. And yeah, let me know if you're watching this on replay. Let me know how you found the meditation. But I'm aware that, like I say, people conk out to my stuff. So if you can't remember, fine. But definitely let me know. Yeah, if you feel a bit lighter in regards to doing that, because it's very simple, but it can be effective. And because I'm not just reading that from a book, I'm weaving in all the stuff that I do. Anyway, right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. So I didn't fall asleep in the second half of the meditation. Yeah, it's good. I think, it's because I was aware that, because like I say, even when I read like a mini meditation from a book, because I do meditation anyway and I channel it, like, and it can go on for 8. I mean, I don't know how long that was. It's but perhaps it's, I didn't do it the other way that I do it back. I really can't control it. They're doing it for me, do you know what I mean? It's but yes, anyway, that felt just like a wee peaceful one. It's really just quite good because, like I say, there is something about the eye contact and the intensity I like. That's probably that's my favourite card in that deck. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Well, this is goodbye, but obviously not for very long because I'll be back on Therapy Thursdays. So if you are new around here, you're watching this on replay, I have been rather consistent at the Therapy Thursday for what is it, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? I think it's 6 weeks now. I think this week was it was a Therapy Thursday with a difference. So Therapy Thursdays are at 8 o'clock UK time every Thursday, and I don't usually, it's not like, sometimes it might be for an hour, but I mean, it's not usually an hour, guys, is it? And then obviously I pop up for spontaneous lives and that as well. And yeah, and anybody that I was due a message to, I think that was Sophia, I will read hers the next time. And what's that? I've got a wee bite or something in my arm. Yeah, just have a beautiful weekend and just keep taking steps forward towards the stuff you want to do. You know what I mean? Life's too short. That was very cliche, wasn't it? But it's true. Even actually, it's like I say that and I just can't go. I want to pull one of these. These are short, sharp and to the point. Wow, love it. What's the next one? Oh my Christ, okay. Right, we need both. Different vibe on, oh Christ, no, we need that one too. Oh my God, do we need that too? Bit of a story. Fuck, they're all right. I'm not reading them all, but they are actually all telling the story. Right, so what did I pull first? I pulled feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. And I said Christ because it's the 28th is the new moon in Leo. So the 29th is still the new moon in Leo, and the new moon in Leo is about fun. It's about fun, play, inner child, sex, children, because sex creates children, obviously. But it's like the 5th house is about playful energy. Yeah, so, but it's because celebrating yourself is Leo season. Like that's why I say it's about peacocking. It's about showing, you and being playful and showing what you're good at. And again, that is literally everything that I have hopefully helped you, move a little bit further towards, because even if you chose something really quite simple, well, how does that connect to that? It does, because you chose to move forward. If you're choosing to move forward to anything, you're choosing to move forward towards, well, closer to your twin, closer to following your calling, closer to the stuff you want to do, rather than staying stuck, you know what I mean? But celebrating yourself and being proud of yourself is what Leo's all about, if we're looking at present power in the line. But now it definitely is time for me to slow down, do you know what I mean? But then we've got sharks, swim away from this situation. That's why I was like, whoa, Christ. So it kind of, it's like you got to slow down and celebrate yourself and tune in to what you want and swim away from the things that no longer serve you and slay them all. It says dragon, slay them all. And then the next ones where you voyage, you already have all the answers. So it's kind of like when you piece that together, it's like slow down, be proud of yourself. If you haven't already moved away from the situation, you know that you need to, it feels like, because it's saying you already have the answers, and slay the dragons. And I kind of get the feeling that that's whether you're a man or a woman, whatever you identify as, this woman's been through the wars because she's got a peg leg and she's holding a sword and there's dragons in front of the castle, but I think your twin flames in the castle. Obviously, it's an analogy unless your twin flame lives in a castle, but it's probably could be the case. Do you know what I mean? It's that could be a past life, like seriously. Endings are inevitable. Take a chance on them. What does that mean? Who's that? Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Oh, don't make me sing again. Take a chance on them. Start a revolution. That's definitely me. Right, let's just read this one, 29. Right. Sometimes life gets a little too hectic and the inevitable happens. We forget to take a breather and celebrate what deserves celebration. Make sure you do that from now on. I love it as I'm ending this. If we never stop to fully recognise the good we have, then the bad stuff can knock us down much harder than it would have otherwise. And that's why I love this, because it's like, look, it was just, that's what this week's about, like getting you move forward. And then today is just about, be proud of yourself, because definitely those of you that have been, chatting, I know because you've told me, but I know that people have been doing this that haven't been talking, because I know that, because like I've shared, like I'm most of the time, that's me on YouTube. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate people. Like, I'll donate stuff where I can't, when I'm guided to do that, or I'll I like people's videos before I even hear what they got to say, by the way, because probably because I do it. So it's not because I do it, but I took that on board even more because I do it. But I always just think, even if the message doesn't resonate, I like the video because this person sat down, took their time to help people, and it's for someone, even if it's not for me. But again, I'm going to big myself up and say, I don't think there's too many people think like that. because I've never heard anyone else saying that about when it comes to YouTube. And you can always see by the amount of views people have, and then they've got a tiny amount of likes. It says alone, most people don't think like me or feel like me. But a lot of yous will be pretty close, I would say, because we're soul family. Right, so I think I need, these are quite short, so I think I'll read that too. Yous were doing the long goodbyes, but I wasn't finished. That's so interesting. When you said, look at your twin flame, and I saw fire and fire with a tail flicking at me. What the hell? What are you? Three dragons? You know, a lot of divine masculines are like, it's like or divine, you know, can be drawn to dragons. Like I'd said that the other day. That's why I think, again, it's like I love the dragon card, but I see dragons all the time. Claire, you are so appreciated, love. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. We're yous. Swim away from this situation. Think of this as the Lovers reverse from the traditional tarot. Oh God, that really is. See what I mean? Oh, I'm loving this. Like I love that. Well, I don't love it that, well, you know, it's not the right way to say it. What I mean is, and I just got drawn to love. I love the synchronicity of me saying that I felt that at the start. There's a lot of karmic breakups going on. A lot of them. It's just all, I mean, actually, I bet you there will have been loads of other channelers at the same time, and then I'll come off and then I'll see the same titles, because again, this is so funny. Like I don't need to read books. I just have loads of books and I can pick it up and I can soak up the info. I can just, honestly, it's so weird. I've been like that. I'm really connected to like Edgar Casey's or energy, but it's the same with YouTube now. Like I actually don't need to watch videos. Like I see the titles and I'm like, oh yeah, it just like it just you know, affirms what I was getting. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? It's really strange. Obviously there will be then, because I did watch a few that were like, oh God, and it was like lifting me up, but it's quite funny. Like sometimes it's because I've got no time, but other times it's just I can't be bothered. Like I think I'm just over, definitely when it comes to twin flame stuff, like I don't feel I need it, you know what I mean? It's like, unless I really feel guided to it, it's just kind of like yeah, and that is, by the way, that's a good thing for people here as well, because if you're obsessively doing that, you've got to leave a bit of you've got to free up a bit of breathing room and actually just do something completely unrelated. And that's when your twin flame will come towards you. Like, I was going to say it's highly unlikely they'll contact you when you're watching a tarot reading, but sometimes that would happen. But it wouldn't be unusual for your twin flame to contact you when you're doing something with me, by the way, because that happens all the time, whether it's a personal session or group things, like all the time. Because of the space I'm opening up, I'm calling in you and your twin flames higher self, so they're feeling it. Even if we didn't just do what we done there. Right, but anyway, this is going to relate to the people out there that are going through shit. And if it's not you going through the shit, your twin is, or yeah, probably for most, or they did go through it and they're healing from it, something like that. So, but like I always say, even if this is none of us, we send love to the people it is relating to. So think of this as a Lover's reverse from the traditional tarot. You've been hanging around a bloodthirsty shark and they've hurt you before. That makes sense why I heard that. Oh no, I don't know that song very well. What was this? I lost myself loving you. I love it. I don't love the song because it's a bit miserable, but it's like that felt like when I heard that earlier, it was telling something. Basically losing yourself trying to love someone, and you're losing, you know, because it's not the right person. They've hurt you before. This could refer to a lover, or it could refer to another loved one, such as a friend or a family member. And I spoke about that. That can be friends, family members. To put it simply, you deserve better treatment, and you're never going to find it with them. Leave now. Oh, that's not me saying it, right? I'm reading it from the book. It does say that. This happens a lot. Situations like this often grow so dire that you no longer feel safe swimming away. Do you see what? Oh, that's actually really grim. And this is what I pick up on. It's like some people are out there, or this is you, if people are watching this, it's like that, or this has been you in the past, that you feel so broken and stuck. And then you beat yourself up and you think, well, I deserve this. This feels like what I channeled last night. So I'm stuck. So I'm just going to leave myself stuck. And procrastination about what to do. But it's because of the drama that comes with leaving situations. Leave now. Situations like this often grow so dire that you no longer feel safe. So in a way, yeah, because unfortunately, this is a lot of people that I help that are stuck with, well, quite frankly, narcissists in the past, or people that work now. It's, yeah, it's, you will have been gaslighted so hard and broken down that if you don't talk about it with a counsellor, really primarily, I would say, because remember, if you don't know that, if you're new, I'm a counsellor, but it's a counsellor or other professionals, or basically other people that are going to tell the truth and not be like, oh, you know, that's, everybody does that, or everybody are, you know, because some people do just do that shit because their life is shit. They'll tell you, oh, that's normal. No, it's fucking not. Yeah, you could gaslight yourself and it's not that bad, and you know what I mean, and yeah. So anyway, right, okay, so dragons, slay them all. 6. It's why I said trying to come away from a karmic situation or a trauma bond is like trying to come off heroin. Whether it's a lover, a family member, a friend, your work. Because think about how easy it is if it's for those of you that are, it's to do with work, because we'll use that for a change of scenery, but you can apply it to anything. It's like if you get up at the same time, you're in a routine, you know your walk to work or your drive to work or your bus to work or whatever the deal is, you know the same people, you know the ones you like, you know the ones you avoid because you don't like, you know your job like the back of the hand. It is all very cozy and comfy, but if you're miserable in it, but I literally do know people that have done this, and I've helped people move from jobs that have been in jobs for like 15, 10 years, whatever, and then I've helped coach them to just take that step to write down their goals and move forward, and then it has happened for them quite quickly. Or sometimes it can take a year or something, but it does happen quite quickly. You can see why that's even, you know, very hard to come away from. But for the other examples, I think it's obvious, you know, there will have been a connection, some kind of love or a connection at some point, I would have thought, or attraction. But with a lot of karmic things, it can just be, quite frankly, you know, a sexual attraction, but it's more of the toxic kind. I just looked at the word toxic when I said that, so this is going to resonate. When the heart is involved, people don't always have the best intentions. They will pretend they're good for you, only for you to find out they're toxic or even abusive. Christ, this is all adding up, isn't it? The time has come for you to face your dragons, and you must slay them before they slay you. Of course, don't literally slay them, but make sure they know you won't stand for their mistreatment. God. Okay. Will I read any more? What was the last one? Right, I'll just read this last one. 34. Saturday night Leo drama going on for folk out there. Right. 34. Dragon, what's up with this autocorrect? Where did you say dragon? Oh, a tail. What? Oh, right, you didn't put in the dragon, a tail. Like, I didn't even notice that, Charlotte. I'm that kind of interesting. Right, you already have all the answers. So again, think about this. This isn't going to be everyone's situation, but it is going to be some's. So if it's not a person, if it's not a family member, if it's not a friend or a group of friends, it's probably a job or like a way, or it could be a habit. What else can it be? Because I forget to say that it could be habits as well. You've already moved through the other stuff, but it's something. Like, for me, I've went through all the other stuff. For me, it's like slaying my own kind of ways of holding myself back. You know what I mean? It's because I don't have anyone else around me now that, and if I do have people that kind of push, but I have boundaries with them. But yeah. You read what you knew I meant exactly. We talk telepathically. We all talk telepathically. Right, you've been feeling lost for a while now, wandering through your life aimlessly, searching everywhere for meaning, and never coming up with anything of substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for the answers outside of yourself. This is like what I said about why therapy is good. I'm going to keep saying it until we can be like, I don't need to pay for therapy because I can just go, I'm healed. We're not in that yet, you know what I mean? Although by the way, what I would say is I'm gonna back myself in the way that what Jennifer went through. I mean, actually, that's really important. I didn't say that. The therapy that Jennifer done with me wasn't a year's therapy, by the way. It was 3 months. So that happened in 12 sessions. And actually, she had such a calmness about her and a peace, and she'd, you know, got these badass boundaries in place, because I'm going to call a course that because I keep saying it. Really, I would say after 7 or 8 sessions. And so the four sessions after, where we just done some coaching. So again, some people are in, I mean, I was in therapy for 7 years, and but I feel that's because of how I help people and just the what life fucking throws at me. But it doesn't, it's quite people. But yeah, so I can move people a lot faster. Probably because I weave all, well, it's not probably, it's because I weave all the other stuff, and because, you know, like Jesus comes in and heals and shit. But it's not instant. Saying you, people have got to be realistic. Yeah, do, because it was good. Right. You keep searching for the answers outside yourself when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual... Oh, right, okay, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't plant this, right? You saw me shuffle. And think about it, I'm ending this. And it is so funny, because it's like, it's a free challenge where I've helped people. But I know, because when I've done it before, whoever's ready to take the fuck it, let's go leap and jump. And obviously, people that can afford doing that as well, they will take that jump, the next jump, to work with me. And it doesn't even need to be the jump to do the, you know, the package, or even the therapy, which is a bigger investment. It could just be doing a Zoom, because there's loads of people that have followed me for ages and they've not even had a Zoom. Like, I probably don't even know people that are, well, I won't know lots of people that are subscribed. Some could be new, but some will be following me for ages and I've never had a session. Right, so, but it's just because it wouldn't have been the right time. But maybe it's the right time now. But again, I can't tell you that. Other people will. You'll need to know that for yourself. And that's why I was stressed. If you're just drawn to me and you don't know why, that's everyone. So don't think that you need to have your shit together for it, because that doesn't make sense. I help you work out what is going on. You just need to book the session and we'll work it out together. It says it's an hour. I very much doubt it'll be an hour. Don't hold me to that, because I'm trying to get better boundaries. But so those of you out there that are feeling lost, stuck, depressed, suicidal, book the session. At this point in your life, that person needs to be you. You need a spiritual mentor, and at that point in this life, in your life, that person needs to be you. Yeah, you need to be your own spiritual mentor. But like I say all the time, it's very hard to scratch your own back. You're like the masseuse thing. If you hadn't have had a personal session with Claire, you're missing out. I've always loved our sessions and often didn't know why I needed to be there. Just trust. Thank you, Charlotte. You're a beautiful healer as well. Very gentle. Right, guys. I'm going to go and I'm really going to go now. But like I say, that I'm really sending so much love, because I've been talking for a while. Oh my God, is it? Are you shitting me? What time did I come on here? Did I come on at 10? 11, 12, 1, 3 hours. I'm not going to say I'm getting better, because it's however long it's meant to be. I've been 3 hours or 4 hours. Did I come on here at 10? I didn't come on at, oh shit, I've been 4 hours, haven't I? Came on at 9. Oh, fuck knows, I don't know. Let's see if I've done it again. It'll be funny if it's a funny number. But yeah, it's as long as it needs to be. And if you've randomly caught this and you didn't do the challenge, they're going to be in a playlist. So, and you don't need to watch the like 3 and 4 hour live streams. You can if you want, but you're very welcome. Oh, throat chakra, probably because I've been using my voice all week. You can, yeah, just do the tasks. So people that are watching it, oh, I started it at 9. Yeah, I was counting my fingers, 4 hours. Well, I still use my fingers to count. Yeah, just do the tasks and just, let me know. But anyway, I shall love yous and leave yous, and I'll see you on Thursday. I probably won't be doing as many recorded videos, because I'll probably want to just rest my voice next week, but we'll just see. I'll see you on Thursday anyway. Challenge is definitely worth it. Yeah, no, I really honestly thanks, because you, and especially Charlotte and Michelle, because you've showed up and you've chatted, and like it takes energy. That's what I'm saying. You will be tired too, because it takes, we've been in a sacred container for the week, and even people doing it on the replay. So like I say, I have been helping carry, I've been holding space. So now I'm going to have to close down the whole thing, not just for tonight, but for the whole week, and then have my energy back, because it takes a lot to hold it, but it's worth it. And I know that good stuff's going to happen in my life because I done this for others. But that's not why I do it. I just like to help people. Right. Love yous. How do I, wait a minute, when am I ever going to work out how to end this thing? Right, see you. I'm ready for my bed for dinner. Yeah, so am I. I'm in like a kind of, no, I think I might watch Love Island in my bed.